Last time on Beast World. Our delvers awake the next morning and prepare for their venture to Grandfield to the east. Vanya brings up that they need more of the anti-Dramphinium charms that Sonya made for Iset since the Mother Guard are at Grandfield. Iset brings up that she attempted to daisy walk the previous night with Veronica, but was unable to find her, instead finding herself at her old jackal home in the Dreaming. There she mentions being confronted by the jackal feral known as the Superior, who threatened to disappear Veronica if she kept trying to reach out to her. The party follow up on Cicero's previous request to speak with Svek regarding the Traveler, and meet them at the Dungeon Decorum. There, they talk with Cicero while they wait for Svek's meeting to end. Before long, Svek comes downstairs to meet them, followed by a jackal dressed in elegant robes who promptly leaves. The party give a more detailed account of their encounter with the Traveler, Svek's obsession becoming much more apparent given the state of his office. The revelations of the Traveler carrying a weapon and using it on non-dungeon creatures gives a sense of a very protective need over the dungeon. Svek mentions that if the party are capable of summoning the Traveler's attention by messing with the dungeon, he encourages it, but as safely as possible. The party also mentioned the artifact discovered in the dungeon, which was given to Mateo for safekeeping, capable of controlling and producing water in vast volumes. Charlotte contacts Sonya, trying to get the materials and details to recreate the charms she made with Iset. Sonya mentions the uses of whalebone and a part of a Dramphinian, usually hair of scales, twined together with the same runes carved in them. The party take a quick trip to Jaeger Vault through the Junction Gate in Louvain, perusing through the market for fresh whale meat with bones still intact. Once acquired, they return back to Vegas' estate and begin crafting the charms, which causes an annoying buzzing sound in Ignatius's ears. They relax for the night and prepare to venture out the next morning, traveling across the fields of Alamance over the course of a week. As they near Grandfield, along the way, they run into another traveler heading away from the village, who mentions flying fiends coming from the mountain and wishes the party good luck. As the Astral Pack near the Vista of the First, they quickly notice the aforementioned flying fiends as they descend upon the group. And we are going to get back into our random encounter. As soon as the scene loads.
Any minute now.
This is hell.
I
And
believe
now.
in you.
Go line, go loading bar.
You can do it!
The loading bar is like, give me your energy.
This is where we get the announcement. Foundry is shut down.
Yeah, it's
God,
weird
don't
that
do
it's
that.
doing it for everybody right now.
That is definitely Foundry's end then. Happens now and again.
Yeah.
So imagine I can't slip out and reset my computer then.
I want to get.
I would not do that.
Fine, otherwise.
Fair enough.
There it goes.
100%. Yeah.
Woo!
There.
Alright. Let's get the combat counter up. And let's get our combat music going.
Hey, look at that, it's me.
Top of the round.
Alright. Top of the round. Aspen.
Ooh, who was I targeting? Which one of these two next to me is most banged up?
The one to your immediate right. It currently has the bloodied icon.
It does not for me.
It's
Yeah, it
probably
doesn't show.
hidden for us.
Oh, weird. Interesting.
Anyway, I'm going to smack it.
Be nice if there's music, finally.
I do not
Yeah.
remember being on that low health.
Yeah, you,
Yeah.
you took
No,
a lot
seriously,
of
it wasn't
damage
that
before
low,
you
was
could
it?
rage.
Yeah.
You were. you took a beating before you could rage.
These guys, in addition to, like, the beating, they also don't always do slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning. They do a lot of force damage.
Yeah. I just genuinely didn't remember being that low. Where's my eggs?
I got MIDI back installed, so automations should be working again.
Looks like it.
Oh, good.
There we go. 23 hits. $12 slashing damage, first attack. 25 to hit.
Ah,
Minimum damage.
I should have taken the damage. Oh, I should have used my bonus action first. Never mind, I'll save it for next round. Okay, I'm good.
Alright. This Abishai is currently banished. This one's gonna turn to Cyrus, who took a chunk out of it last time, and is gonna try to attack him in retaliation. Natural 3. The natural 18 will hit. And then a claw attack. Uh, 14 misses. Alright. Let's ski.
Right. You're here. I don't really have a melee option, so let's not even let's not even give this guy the time of day. I'm not even gonna look at you. I'm gonna look over at your pal and shoot a shadow bolt.
Unfortunately, 14 just misses.
Very tragic, but that's fine because I'm still achieving the right effect. It's a psychological game we're playing right here.
Alright, Cyrus. Well, I think it makes most sense to finish this one off. So he is going to take that dagger and try to sink it into him. Natural 20.
The stars align. Fear their portents.
It's the 18. And then, where is your sneak attack button? Here it is.
Holy hell.
Rogues.
And this one is straight dead, as Cyrus jams
Annihilated.
the dagger straight into its throat and just decapitates him in one go. That was an obscene amount of damage. Alright, it's set.
Okay.
I think it was like 90 points of damage.
First off, Milk is gonna do something funny.
Uh-huh.
That's a treat.
There we go. It's some saving throws for all of you guys.
Okay, 2 fails and 3 saves. Let me just double check to see if they have any immunities. They do not. Okay.
Good.
Let's see. So which ones failed here?
Should have mentioned before the stabbing
137
started.
and 128, okay.
Core of Justice is mandate, +1 to hit, +1 damage.
Okay, so this one. But yeah, don't forget your +1 bonus with Ige nearby. And, yeah, so you got the two over here by the other wagon are currently frightened.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna go for the one that's in reach and chop chop.
Alright. Uh, 14 just misses.
That's a shame. Roll again.
17 will hit.
Good.
8 points of slashing damage.
That's my turn.
Alright. That'll recover next time, but yeah. Vegas.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okie dokie.
You got two on either side of you. Both are currently frightened, so your attack rolls against them have advantage.
Very good. I target the one to my right.
Don't forget to roll at advantage.
Is that a... Oh, interesting.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Alright, 10 points damage.
Okay, and I'll turn around and spread the love.
Don't forget advantage.
Alright, I'm holding the Alt key. That hits.
Yep, 22 hits. 15 points of damage.
Bad. And that's it.
Alright. Let's see. I don't remember who this one was fighting, so we'll make it a coin toss. Vanya.
It was me anyway, I think.
Here comes a sword attack. That is a natural 19 to hit. Ooh, max damage. A bite attack. Natural 17 to hit. Ten more points of damage. And a claw attack. Another natural 17 to hit. For 10 damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge that last one.
Yeah. I'm not looking great.
Let's see, so 5 HP back.
Should have set.
There we go. Okay. Alright, that is the end of his turn. Ignatius.
Guy to the right of me is dead. Guy above me is feared. I'm gonna hit the guy above me.
Alright, at advantage. Hold Alt. Natural 20.
It automatically calculates for a natural 20, right? Do I
Yeah,
have
you
do
just
it?
have to hit
Okay,
damage. It
that's-
should
okay.
do crit. 17 points of damage. Would you like to pump a smite into that?
You know, I think I would.
The smite is crit, so double dice. And you get a plus 1d8 because it's a fiend, so factor that into the doubling.
Nuke it.
Invisive strike, please. I need it.
The base damage. That would just be an extra, what?
So you need 4d8 more damage. So just roll 4d8 more.
And I'm also going to call Invincive Strike. I believe that's just,
Yep. That's just a cold action. You can use your consumable.
What happened to the Rio?
Did not mean to attack the Rio. I was hovering over that, I think.
In a
That's
brief
just the-
surge of
what rolled the
masculine energy,
dice.
You put a hole through it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
that's,
Rio didn't take any
48.
damage.
The Rio just
Alright.
fucking backed up over
Yeah.
it.
Okay, that's a smite on that son of a gun, and I think I'm gonna follow up with a bite.
Don't forget to use your Invincive Strike,
Oh, right.
because it
Yeah,
consumes
protection.
the charge, your channel divinity. Alright.
Alright, no, 2 attacks.
Yep, that gets everybody. Everybody gets the crit. Rolling case, natural 20.
Nope.
Okay, still hits. Max damage on both dice, damn. He is looking
They
bloody.
hurt yet? Alright. And now we do the bite attack.
At advantage. Hits. Max damage again.
Big numbers! Alright, Invincive Strike, yeah, believe that's all I got.
Alright, Vanya.
Okay. I'm
Free
gonna
natural
try
20.
and stab this guy, taking the net 20. Do you want me to just
Okay.
roll the attack as normal?
Just roll the damage because it's a guaranteed
Okay.
hit.
I've got to roll another 3 d8, but it's not letting me roll it, so because I haven't made the attack yet. Alright, now I should be able to roll damage, but it's not going to calculate it as a crit. So there's one of the rolls, which I'm just going to re-roll, because that was a 1.
Okay.
But I've got 4d8 extra, because so I get 1 extra for the normal crit, and then 2 more from PS. So it should be 3d8 together.
Okay. And then you're re-rolling the one.
Yeah, so that's part of this reroll. It's another 1 anyway, so 13 from the actual 13 plus 6, so 19 from the first hit. And then the
Then sneak attack,
which is lightning.
which you should be able to just do. Alright.
So 17, and then 1 more for that, because of the crit. Hopefully. Yeah, there it is.
Alright.
It's,
That one is dead.
9 total. Nice. I'm gonna I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Weird.
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I don't see my combination. Papa. And run. We're going over here. And then that's my turn.
Alright. Thalkiel's turn. I believe he was focused on this one. Thalkiel is technically an ally, so he would get the auto crit.
Fun.
I don't like that conceptually, but I like it mechanically.
Let's see, it's 19 points of piercing damage. Thalkiel is able to grab a chunk of this Abishai's tail and just rip into it. I think he only has the 1 attack. Yep. Alright. Cool. Alright. Let me just read the effects of the Babel again. Right until the end of its next turn. Alright. Okay, so it is just normal frightened conditions, can't get closer, attacks have disadvantage. I think this one was focused on Charlotte, so it will try to attack.
Okay.
It didn't take any disadvantage, so let me roll
The
it again.
stars align. Fear their portents.
3. Okay, so miss.
Thank goodness.
18, miss.
This is now hit.
Dirty 20. For, is it 10 slashing damage?
All right.
And fear ends on them. Next target. It says you're concentrating a ski. Do you know what that's on?
It probably used to be on Crown of Madness. I don't know if it's still up though. So I may
Dude,
just delete it.
Who did you
That
put
guy
the
was
crown
really
on?
mad.
This one right here?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
funky fella.
Okay. I don't think you failed a saving throw or anything, so you should still have it, if I recall. Just wanted to
Okay.
double check. But you're about to get some attacks, so we'll find out.
Yay! Constitution, don't fail me now.
Natural 3. Uh, 14. And the last attack. 17.
And that one actually hits.
They're rolling flat 10s on these. Oh, you're solid.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Am I ever?
Remind me Crown of Madness. Trying to remember what they...
Before they move, they have to take their... You have to use their action to, attack some... Well, actually, since I used my action this turn to use a different spell, I believe that drops concentration on it immediately.
Time
You
target
have to
must
use
use
your
its
action to
action.
maintain it.
You must use your action
So
to
actually,
maintain
he's
control
not
over the
under
target,
it.
or the spell ends. Okay. Yeah, because he used, what? A Shadow Bolt or something?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so-
I forgot about that. So anyways,
Fair. Alright, I think we're gonna split the damage here. This one's gonna swing out at Iset first. $19. For 5 points
That
force
hits.
damage. What were you concentrating on?
Banishment.
Ah, unfortunate. That means this one comes back. He was out of the fight for a bit, so not bad. Directing a bite attack towards Aspen. Natural 4 misses, followed by Claw. Natural 2 misses. They're rolling like dog shit now. Charlotte.
Okay. Hey, by the way, am I still quiet?
A little bit.
Okay, so be it. I'll handle the computer thing after the fight. I'm going to actually. I'm going to move over here, and yes, it will trigger attack of opportunity.
Okay. Natural 2.
Nice.
Don't forget, you have access to a crit only for this round.
Oh, I know. I'm going to target this one and cast a level 3 Guiding Bolt. Tuskak 2, motherfucker. Let's see, that one. So, let me just do the math for that because it's 20. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's 66, so it's going to be 12d6 radiant on that one in front of Aspen.
Alright.
And also the next hit on it is going to be with advantage 50 radiant damage.
Alright, that one is bloodied. That bolt comes flying just right into its back while it's focused on Aspen, and is now just illuminated in radiant fire.
Alright, and She's just gonna shout, "It's yours, Aspen!" And that's my turn.
Alright, this one's still frightened. Probably gonna swing out at Cyrus. Avoided a natural 20. A natural 2. And a natural 4. So 1 hit and 2 misses. Top of the round, Aspen.
So one of these two has a guiding bolt on it. This top one, right?
This one right here, yes. You would technically have advantage, but you also have the auto crit from Iggy's turn, so you can hit anyways. So you can either choose to focus on that one or the one that was brought back as well.
Do I have to use the auto crit on the first attack, or can I use it on the second one?
Let me pull up the roll. Let's see. Invincible Strike. For the result, till the start of your next turn, friendly creatures can replace the result of the d20 roll of the first attack they make.
First attack roll, yeah.
Feels like a waste to use it on the guiding bolt one. Let's hit the other one.
Fresh guy. Yeah, and then turn
Yeah,
around
crit the fresh guy.
the other one.
But first, let's invoke a tattoo. Buttons, I don't know. MIDI damage?
Yeah. It's telling you that it's auto-calculating everything for
Okie dokie. Okay, so axe swing. How do I make it? Is there a way to make it auto crit? Oh,
You're just gonna make the attack roll and then roll damage.
Yeah.
So we have to roll damage twice, basically.
yeah, is that what I'm doing, Drew?
Yeah, just go ahead.
Roll damage twice.
You can either roll damage twice, or you can just flat roll the dice, and I'll just calculate the damage. Well, don't roll 2 attack rolls for it, because it's going to add your bonuses. You don't double the bonuses, you just double the dice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that dice rolled a 12, but it didn't come through.
Because it didn't. Yeah. Just hit.
So
the
roll
D12
another
and then
d12,
roll.
yes.
I gotta put 2 d6s on this as well because of the tattoo.
Yep.
Nice.
Still really good.
17.
That'd be then
Alright.
plus 7?
No, your pluses are on the other.
Yeah, the plus was already calculated in the first damage roll.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so that's your first attack. The auto crit.
Then we're gonna hit the guiding bolt.
Alright,
One.
advantage.
Is it control for advantage? I keep
It's
calling
alt. That hits.
it. Wow, I got the advantage on that.
Neatly avoided the nat 1.
Alright,
And the
and
1d6
then... Yeah. Alright.
And Disney.
Don't forget the 1 extra for Mickey.
Alright, this Abishai has returned. Well, it's gonna focus on a set because they're the one who banished them. And the closest target.
Yeah, it's pissed off at me.
Just looks at you. You.
22.
That is.
10 force damage. Bite attack. Natural 18. Uh, 8 piercing and mix a cold. And then claw attack. Natural 1.
You cannot avoid annihilation.
The ski.
Alrighty. her. So you're still here. Yeah, they're still here, but also, like, trying to make a ranged attack against them would still be disadvantaged, so even if I used the 20, I'd still have to take the lesser roll, so...
It fully replaces the results. So essentially, you would have rolled 2 nat 20s on a disadvantage roll with that rolling.
Huh. Is that? Well.
Yep. That's how.
That makes my decision making a lot easier.
It's how replacement effects work.
Targeting the one in front of you?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna have a little fun here. Where we have a bit of fun here.
I'm doing
Glasses.
fourth level
Chromatic
chromatic
roll.
orb. You rolled a natural 20 anyways. There you go.
Well,
Yeah,
goddamn.
Okay, so upcast 3 times would be a 6, so that's a 12d8. I'm gonna say cold, probably?
The ski was like, look at what they need to mimic a fraction of my power.
Honestly, though. Anyways, let's say hi to lots of dice.
And what damage type?
52 to be.
Cold. Unfortunately, I rolled really low there, so it's still like... it doesn't even beat my other record.
You said cold?
Cold.
They are
Or not
unfortunately
really good against-
immune to cold.
Oh, lovely!
Oh no.
Is this a no
Alas.
takesy backsy situation?
No, unfortunately, no.
I'd presume so.
Cool. So I think so far you've learned that they're immune to both fire and cold.
Yep.
Alright, Cyrus is going to try to finish off the one that's between Iggy and Vegas. Let's see. Yeah, he'll steady aim. $27 to hit. Minimum damage, and then the sneak attack. $27 more. Looking pretty bad, but still up. Alright. It's set.
Okay, first off, using my natural 20 on this guy.
Alright.
Just fuck him.
Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, but what if it didn't miss? Okay, so that's a total of 17 damage on that one.
Yep.
Gonna just switch to the fucking one that's like has a guiding bolt on it. I believe that's the wait.
Guiding bolt's gone.
Oh, okay.
It lasts for one attack. Also, I forgot that Cyrus would have technically taken advantage of that natural 20 from earlier.
Yeah. In that case, I'm just gonna continue wailing on the one that came back. Wait.
Alright, that one's actually dead then. Cool. Alright, go ahead. Oh,
Really?
13 misses.
Oh well. Mocha, do something funny again.
Alright.
It literally got that back. I don't know why it's not letting me, but
Range. That was weirdly delayed. Okay. 2 failures, 3 successes.
again.
I think one of those was a dead target already. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, one of them was. There's only 4 left. Shit. Oh, well.
Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. Take max damage. 6-1. This one here. Who else? This one. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Vegas.
That's
You
me.
got the auto crit for your first swing.
Yep.
Such a cool effect. I love that move so much.
It's so
Cool, cool,
nice.
You have to roll to hit first, unfortunately.
How much was that? I didn't see what.
Unfortunately, I didn't log it.
Shit. All right.
Yeah,
And I hold alt to crit, right?
no. You just roll the damage and then add it again.
Oh, okay.
It's like manually roll 2d6 more.
Basically, the same damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, and it's
Plus
on
one
normal for the next swing.
And the next swing would be normal. Yep.
Okay.
Actually, it'd be an advantage because it is frightened. So,
Oh, cool. I'll reroll just in case.
yep. Alright, dirty 20 hits. Alright, this one is bloodied now.
Damn, only bloodied. Action surge. I'll burn it.
Alright. Oh. 1 and a 3. 1 and a 2, actually.
Damn.
16 hits.
Oh, thank God.
10 more points of slashing damage.
And I activate the blood rune. Which, how much do I add with that again? Let me check.
You choose how many hit die you want to use.
Oh yeah, I'm burning a couple hit die, but hold on a sec. Okay, 2 hit die. I don't. Do I have to like go into edit mode? I'll just remember for later. Anyway.
Yeah, you'll have to remove the hit dice yourself, but tell me how many you're rolling.
Oh, just 2.
Okay.
Is it not rolling? Let me try that again.
Just manually roll 2d10.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Sick.
Alright, anything else?
Okay, doke, that's it.
Alright, Ignatius.
Okie dokie. I assume that I think I asked this last session, but I can move Ignatius across the Rio.
You can
That's
literally
real,
fly,
right?
so.
Yeah, okay. I'll just scoot over there and give this guy a bad day.
Alright, advantage, he is frightened. It hits.
I hit damage once and it didn't roll. I'm gonna hit it again.
I think you
so
hit it before I closed the reaction window.
Entirely possible.
$15, nice.
Advantage, but let's see if I get the crit.
Yep. Hit either way.
I rolled the same number. Huh.
Nice, 13 more points. Looking pretty bad.
And I'm gonna follow up with a might on that one. Never mind,
Alright.
I'm out of spell slots for first level. I'll just do a bite.
Nice.
You know, I don't even need to roll for advantage, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm funny. Alright.
Alright.
And that is another 1d8.
Very nice.
Alright, that is what I got.
Alright. Oh, it's Bonnie's turn.
Yeah, I got a steady aim.
Uh-huh.
And shoot with my crossbow from back here.
Alright. That's
Crossbow damage. Yeah, so low. Gonna reroll that.
alright.
7 damage, not 8. I have to take the second result. And then sneak attack. Always lightning. It's another 8.
Alright.
And then I can't move, so that's it.
Alright, Thalkiel's turn.
Yeah, something to remember. I believe the Hound of Ill Omen has pack tactics.
Advantage on attack
think
rolls
that's
against
the-
creature if at least one of the hound's allies. Yep, okay, cool. Thank you for that reminder. Alright, 18 hits. 9 points of piercing damage. Alright, this dude's frightened, kind of surrounded as well. So go for Iggy.
That's me.
21 misses.
Own it. Nope.
Thirteen misses. Alright, 14 misses, all misses.
Didn't feel it.
Alright. This Abysite sees a meal out of you, so it's going to continue its attacks. Natural, too. Uh, 16. 11 points of damage. And a 19. For 6 points of damage, which I believe puts you right at 0.
Oh,
Escape. Did Viola step away?
Sorry about it. Sorry. Yeah. No. Yeah. Right. I have 0. It means I get to use my funny little thing. That should be a charisma save from me, not it.
Yeah, I don't know why it did damage to it either.
Here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your
Anyways, I'm
charisma
gonna roll a
save. The
charisma
DC
save.
is 11. That's 5 plus the damage you took, which is 6.
you're good.
Alright.
So boom, I'm actually at 1 HP because I'm a champ like that.
It really does not like me. There we go. Okay. That was its last attack. So this one... it's gonna go for Aspen. 15 misses. "17 misses. And another miss. I can hear you holding your breath.
I love my AC.
Alright. Charlotte.
Alright, no, I don't like that. So alright. So remind me the ruling about casting a bonus action spell and an action spell. Did we do something different? I forget.
No, as long as you have the action or the bonus action, you can cast a spell.
Okay. That's fair. Just getting a measurement. Excuse me. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'm just gonna cast a level 1 guiding bolt at the one. At the one.
The one you hit
acid.
before?
Yeah. Trying to get this thing out of the way.
Alright.
That is a.
That hits.
That is
Pretty solid damage.
And then I'm going to bonus action mass healing word. Let's see. So I have to target 6 creatures from 30 feet of me. No, 60 feet. Wow. All right.
I think that's the entire party.
And me. Someone's got to be out. Sorry, Oscar.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you get Vanya? All the way in the back?
You can heal Aspen, I should be alright.
Alright.
Yep.
Mass healing word. Alright, everyone recovers 5 hit points. Just spread out, and that'll be my turn.
I would say Ignatius is at full health.
Oh yeah,
So-
I didn't feel it. I'm good.
We'll give it to Cyrus, the 5.
Okay.
Oh, it's spread out. My apologies. I would have brought that up then.
Yep. Alright, top of the round, Aspen.
It's not either of these that has the guiding bolt, is it?
The one in front of you.
Oh, is it back?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
up again? Cool.
Charlotte just fired guiding bolt at it.
Well then.
Oh yeah, it hits. Alright, plus your Eldritch Coil tattoo. Alright.
And if it's still standing, let's hit it again.
Yeah, it's critical. Natural 18, that'll hit. Ooh.
Ugh.
9 more points, and then your extra... Another 4. Still up.
Oh, that's all I got.
Alright. This one doesn't have any reason to move, it's just gonna keep going for a set. Miss. Uh, 19 hits. 7 points of piercing and cold damage. And 22 to hit. Ooh, 13 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
Alright. End of his turn. Iski.
Alrighty. Let's take a step in this direction. Real quick, like, in order to set up a little bit of comedy that I like to call, I cast Fear, specifically on just y'all, and because this guy right in front of me is next to Valkiel, that means they have disadvantage against spells I cast.
What was that?
So I'm casting Fear, and one of the effects of Hound of Ill Omen is if it is in 5 feet of the target, then the target has disadvantage on saving throws against my spells in particular, so this guy has disadvantage against Fear.
Okay. So it'll be a straight roll for him. Let's see. I forgot which one was the one that failed. Alright, it's very hard for me to find this. It's got it bunched up. Okay. Let's see. He rolled the 19, so he's fine. Mocha was technically hit by it. Let me see if Mocha's got frightened.
I'd be surprised if there was still enough brain left inside of Mocha to be afraid of something.
They are not immune to frighten.
Not immune to frighten somehow.
Fascinating. Well, sorry. Anyways. Yeah. Now at least the guy that's right next to me won't be, trying to kill me this turn. That is mission accomplished.
Alright. Cyrus sees that you guys have this one over here handled, so he's going to fly over to the other group. And he'll go for this one, since you seem to be on your own over here. Ooh, almost a natural 20. Pretty high sneak attack roll, 42. This one is now bloodied.
Finally.
Doesn't need a crit.
Let's see.
Dagger is insane, by the way. Just reading through that.
My eyes glazed over about like 3 sentences in.
I'll keep those. Let's see. Not that. Where is the other one? Alright, and this is a bonus action? Yep. Okay, he is going to make a bonus action to brandish a sigil and attempt to brand this Abishai. Ooh, it's gonna miss, unfortunately, with a 1 and a 3.
Ah, yes, Baldwin and Anna's favorite.
Alright.
He's got proficiency, minimum of a 10. Is it reliable? I'm assuming he's high enough level for reliable talent.
Yeah, he has a plus 10 to his sleight of hand. That just, he rolled shit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because this is making this is an attack roll, essentially, but you're using sleight of hand.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Okay.
Okay, so it's only consumed if it hits. Okay, got it. That's his turn. It's up.
Alright, you're going down.
Ooh,
Fuck you!
11 is going to miss, unfortunately. That
Finally, a
hit.
decent fucking roll. Another 11.
11 points damage.
Mocha, come over here.
Moken
Attack this guy.
currently has the fear condition, so they would technically need to use their turn to dash away from escape. Because the cone does not differentiate friendlies or enemies.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, I thought it was immune.
To be fair,
Can't really go any further.
that thing is undead,
Yeah.
you'd think.
Mocha doesn't have a climbing speed, so I'll say they won't be able to get up the hill.
Yeah.
Not a goat, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just fight with Ignatius.
Let's see if there's anything I can do for a bonus action then. Actually, I do have something. There's always at least one undead in the battlefield. You're in vitality.
Ooh.
Sent the fucking HP to myself.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Very nice. We'll have Mocha make a wisdom save. What's your DC, Iski?
15.
Alright. Alright,
Or,
who's up?
sorry, exactly 16 in fact, so
Okay.
beats.
Vegas.
Yep. I swing you my sword.
This one's critical. Let's see if you can finish it.
It says my control over the mammoth token. It's not letting me swing my sword because I'm controlling the mammoth, I think.
So
Probably
highlight away
reselect your
from
token.
Every other token. Yeah. It's like drag box somewhere else.
There it goes. Oh my goodness.
15 hits. 11 points of damage. He's still up.
God, are you kidding me? Blood sword. One more hit die spent.
Did you have the
Alright.
extra damage from Ignatius? The buff? Huh?
Do I still have that?
Yeah.
The aura is a +1.
Okay, so did
I
12
can
damage. Got it.
yeah. I'll factor it in.
Alright, and here comes the next hit die. As soon as the Steam notification goes away, there it is.
All right, they're still up.
You know what? It could have been the last little clip, but I guess not. That's my turn, though.
Ignatius.
We got you covered.
Thanks, Pookie.
Ten
And do
will
not
miss.
have you covered.
doesn't
Actually,
cover.
does an 11 miss?
Still. Yep.
Okay, and all that was worth a shot. This is my thing now, I guess. Does
Still
a 14
misses.
hit?
Oh, sweetie.
Oh boy. I really set myself up for this one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Funny.
There we go.
Yay, finally.
Does a 28 hit?
Stay toxic.
That's
There
have
we
fun
go. Da-da-da.
Oh, that's an extra 2d8, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got it. I don't know what you're rolling the extra damage for.
Fiend.
The satisfaction.
Fiend only applies to the smites.
And,
Yeah.
and the Rocksteady comes in from the top rope.
Alright, and that still leaves me with time to move as well, don't it?
Ziggy, pick me up.
No.
Okay.
It's like you use your action, your bonus action. You can't carry Vegas.
It was worth a shot.
Can't move though. Alright, and there we go.
All right, Vanya.
Finish this one off, hopefully. It's got no effects on it making this advantage, has it?
Yeah, it's got fear, so
Oh, nice.
hit.
I'm gonna try and reroll that. Greed, let's go! Punished again! 7 damage off of the hit. And then
Alright.
sneak attack, lightning. For number 18.
All right, he's still up.
Sorry, 19. I keep forgetting the +1.
The +1's only for your weapon attack, so it doesn't apply to the
Well,
sneak
okay,
attack.
so
Yeah.
8 damage on the on the base attack.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I didn't bother like undoing it.
Yeah.
All right, Okio.
My greed eternally punished. PSN is not working out tonight.
17 hits. Minimum damage. I also keep forgetting that the
+1.
yeah the Hound also has a prone effect with their bite that I've not been doing. So we'll see if it
Oh, true.
I don't think it's gonna fail, but we'll find out. Oh. Yeah,
No,
9
to
will
look
fail.
at that, it failed.
Alright. Valkyrie wrestles it to the ground. It's still alive. For now. Unfortunately, it is its turn, so it will get back up. Let's see.
Has to run.
Yep, fear. Dash action away from you?
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so attack of
Which
opportunity.
means get ready for the attacks of opportunity.
Three
Yippee!
people. No, 4.
That hits. $14 damage.
15 from the rapier, and then the sneak attack. Also lightning. I don't know why I bother saying it is always
There you
lightning.
go. He's
Hello.
dead.
And because his HP hits 0, that means the hound immediately dematerializes, I believe.
Is there any effects to the kill?
Yeah, so the hound disappears if it is reduced to 0, if its target is reduced to 0, or 5 minutes.
Okay, I was trying to see if there was any bonus for
So-
you getting the kill.
No, I don't think so. I think it just, okay, it says my planet needs me and it leaves.
Alright. 5 kills removed from initiative. Alright.
Southfield died on his way to his home planet.
Alright, so that one's dead. This is one of 2 left. It's currently been fighting Aspen, so it's gonna keep fighting Aspen.
Oh joy.
19 misses.
The
Natural 20.
stars align. Fear their portents.
All right. Who was it? That one up there? Guardian Emblem.
Guardian Emblem, alright.
Yep.
I will reduce the damage. Give me 1 second. Let's take okay. Alrighty. And then claw attack. Cool. 22 to hit. Minimum damage. Oh. Didn't roll it. I guess the prompt was up, so I'll just calculate it. Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright. End of their turn, Charlotte.
All right. You know, I'm just gonna give it another shot. To save you all the stress, I'm going to try my last channel divinity, Arcane Abjuration, which will hopefully turn that Abishai that's by ESET. DC 15 Wisdom save. I'm just. I
17.
I tried. That's my turn.
Alright, Aspen.
Let's hit this one with the why won't you die.
That hits. Whew, 16 damage. Still up, but barely.
Plus the
Still
one
up.
for Mickey.
Plus the one for Mickey.
Okay, fine.
Hits.
I should listen
It didn't matter, he had 2 hit points.
Okay, fair enough.
He was very critical. He was getting close. Alright, 1 remains.
Finally, how much does it take you to die? That's my turn.
These guys have like 100 HP or something.
Oh yeah. Over that, actually.
Oh, cool.
For 7 play.
You cannot
Ah,
avoid
shit.
annihilation.
It's alright. Just one.
21 hits. Near minimum. And a claw swing. It misses.
Here we go.
1 hit. Alright. There's 1 guy left, and he is bloodied.
Oh boy. Well, not much else I'm going to be using spells on today, so let's go gambling. No dice.
Oof.
Alas.
11 misses. Alright. Well, Cyrus is going to fly around behind. We'll see if he finishes him off or not. He's going to start with the bonus action brand. That hits. See, he takes out an iron brand and puts a mark onto the demon's skin. So he's going to take extra damage equal to half the rogue level. Plus what? Okay, got it. Followed up by the attack. Natural 19. Ooh, max on the dagger. And then you got sneak attack. And then +7 from the brand. And it is dead. So he swoops in behind and just drives the dagger down the Abishai's back, and doesn't quite rip out his spine, but definitely opens his back and kills him.
Mm-hmm.
And that is finally the end of that encounter.
All right.
God.
What? He gave him a tribal tat and ripped the spine out?
Is my mic still weird?
Yes.
All
It's
right.
still quiet.
I'm gonna reset my computer, so I'll be gone for a bit. Just
Don't
Wait
put
till
your
break.
mouth.
Let's not interrupt
Yeah,
the
wait
game.
until break.
That's
Alright.
a bit of a wait. All right. Yeah, we'll just put downtime. So, you all emerge injured, hurt after your encounter with these very strange fiends. With a very grateful look towards your new ally who swooped in at the last moment. Are you all alright?
Been worse, but
More or
thank
less.
you.
Does something
Good
like
enough.
I'll hold.
It'll take more than that to get us to stop kicking.
And screaming.
Kind of drags the Abishai
Vanya-
corpse over here.
Vanya is kind of poking at and examining the dead body of these fiends, trying to learn shit, basically.
I'm glad I swooped in when I did. I saw them leaving the dungeon up at the Vista, and I followed them for a while. I couldn't quite engage them all by myself, so I was waiting to see if they attacked anybody. That way I could at least chime in and drive them off, hopefully. Luckily,
Did they
you
come
all
out-
were able to fight back.
Do they come out in swarms like this?
On a decent number, usually. Every 5 or 6 days or so.
Are they usually this organized?
Organized, not really. They are just looking for prey. Just because they hunt in groups doesn't mean they're that smart.
Charlotte's gonna look over Cyrus, like any
Mhm.
insignia or emblem that could point out, that could like stand out.
Give
Yeah,
me
likewise.
perception or insight.
Perception. Might
Yeah,
be-
you said it's gonna do the same.
And since I did not reveal his artwork to the stream, this is Cyrus. Including his golden horns.
Show off.
Alright. Let's see. Ooh, fun. Ignatius and Iset, you both notice that, he is very obviously similar in nature to Vanya, in that he is very clearly using some form of demonic magic based off his wings, which quickly fold back into a cape on his back. But the thing that stands out the most to you, especially to Ignatius, is that he has a symbol of Dramphane on him.
Ignatius will make note of this for later, perhaps.
Ah, well, that was quite the endeavor. Well, is everybody truly alright? Nobody is severely hurt?
A little hurt.
Okay.
I've been through worse.
I'm swimming in problems right now, but none of them have anything to do with this.
Well, it is good to meet you all. I'm Cyrus. I was coming over from Granfield following those fiends. You all look like Delvers, I take it, based off your
Indeed we are.
experience in
Good
equipment.
guess.
We are, yes.
Pray tell, are you on the way towards the dungeon?
Yeah.
Right again.
Correct.
Didn't seem like very much of a hard guess at this point. Well, if these creatures, gesturing to all the fiend corpses nearby, are anything to tell, this dungeon is quite fierce.
We're ready for it, especially with the contingent of Tramphinians that should already be deployed there.
He gives you, like, a very respectful nod. Of course, brother. His eyes do
Ignatius
eventually
kinda makes a
glance over
face.
towards, Vanya.
Vanya's gonna look up and I guess eventually see the Dramphinian symbol. Likely. Is it really open or is it hidden?
It's pretty open.
Okay. She's just gonna kind of look back, a reminder that when she's like this, that it's got the metal mask with all the runes carved into it, so...
Going for a more intimidating look, are we?
Huh.
Sure. I'd rather keep my actual face hidden underneath.
Very understandable. I take it you are also a practitioner of the fell arts.
She's gonna nod while, like, bandaging herself as best she can at this point.
So we
I'm
can
gonna drop
safely
the phone.
say it out loud then?
Say what out loud?
You know, the wings and the blade, it's,
These two
Not
are
exactly.
really worried about people that fight like... Well, and she motions to
Like
Ski.
us.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, like that.
He drops his facade form and the horns on his head disappear, and his hair turns from its like golden white to just a normal white.
Wait. Do you... That...
Are you
Why
all right?
She can't turn into that. Hers is different. Is there a thing about that?
We kind of choose, I think. I didn't really choose too much.
It all depends on the types of demons you inhabit.
She's not now that she's focusing on him, she's not looking anywhere else.
I have a curious
So-
question, if you don't mind me prodding.
For who?
For who?
For you. Gesturing to Vanya.
What's that?
How long have you, been practicing this particular area of expertise?
Maybe 6 or so months? Kind of...
March, according to my notes, like late March.
Sounds right.
It is now late September.
Ah, so still relatively inexperienced.
Yeah. And not a whole lot of places to learn.
Not openly, no.
They don't really make books on that sort of thing, do they?
Not ones you can find at a library. But I do know of people who could be of help.
I would really appreciate that.
Of course. Do you mind if I accompany you all? We can discuss more details, assuming you're on your way to Grandfield.
Not at all.
Please.
Wouldn't be the first spooky guest we have had in the wagon.
Sure,
Who
I
got
guess,
that? Yes.
at this point.
Do you have reservations,
Smokes.
brother?
This is new to me. I'm dealing with a lot of things I have not confronted before, is all.
That is very fair. To be fair, most Dramphinians don't know of our existence, so... The fact that you have a friend who is also partaking, but more inexperienced, is interesting. I didn't know other Dramphinians would have such an open mind.
I kind of made a deal with him.
Hey,
Charlotte,
we have an arrangement.
Well, if you choose to tell me about it, we can discuss it on the way. He's just, like, dragging these bodies of the Abishais, like, off to the side, and is, like, building a fire. He's essentially burning their corpses.
Hey, did those
Vanya's
things
gonna
decompose?
They'll rot. It's not particularly pleasant, so it's better to burn them than to let them rot.
Vanya's gonna try and tug
The
a
anatomy
tooth
of
out, and then very carefully start dragging him over as well.
What about their weapons? Weren't they dealing lots of force damage?
Only when they're wielded by them, but yeah.
Yeah, otherwise they are just normal-ass longswords. Alright. Well...
Still, it would be good for the group to discuss something with someone more experienced on the... I don't know, what is the term for this?
Covert front?
It's gonna be.
Yeah, we can go with that.
Spooky
Vanya-
shenanigans.
Vanya is shooting daggers with her eyes at Ignatius.
Dark arts.
Ignatius will sort of do the shoulder raise, like, what do you want me to say?
Alright. Well, you guys begin, I believe that was part of your travel, so you go a bit further up the road before eventually making camp for the night. And Cyrus, keeps you all company. He just pretty much stays in his normal-looking, wolf form, does not revert back to the facade at any point. He is very well dressed. Like, all of his armor is pretty, efficient. It's not as, like, doesn't show too much signs of, like, wear and tear. It's very well maintained. It kind of gives off a little bit of, like, a military uniform. Which is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Does it resemble any other, I guess, military or mercenary groups?
Not anything you would recognize.
Okay.
Not
Where
anything
you
I would
from,
recognize
Cyrus?
either, I imagine.
Nope.
I mean, I suppose Ignatius wouldn't either at this rate.
No. This is
He's just
very,
wearing
very...
adventuring gear.
This is a very, very secretive person. It's not a group you would just hear about willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He joins you at the campfire for the night. You all may take your long rests, as I guess we RP, because I imagine you have questions.
Oh,
Yeah, I said, where you from, Cyrus?
I'm from the Batyan.
Further long.
Huh, how about that? Vanya's from the Bajan.
No, I'm not.
I know, I'm just trying to lie for you.
I'm from the Balik, but yeah.
Same letter.
Close enough.
So you were the.
Hi.
I heard about, sort of, maybe, about your group, maybe?
Really?
Cal Oro Grove?
That's true. Now, where would you have gathered that information from? Our location is a very closely guarded secret.
I somewhat blank where we learned that. It was a book, wasn't it?
I can't remember if it was
I
a book or if it
believe
was
so.
Thaukil.
I
was one of the two.
believe it was a book that was specifically talking about like one individual in Kaloro. And now I guess we're just extrapolating from that information.
Not too far of a reach.
That's it. That's entirely what I'm going off of, yeah.
Mhm.
Just kind of making big assumptions.
And they were right.
It was more of an assumption on a different bit of information we were searching out, but
We've been
Interesting.
doing our research as well, given a lack of official guides into these sorts of arts.
Alright. Well. Where are you from? Where are all you from, I guess I should ask.
I was from Dole, but had least recently moved to Louvain.
Kazmak Vikuzmak, originally.
Ah, fellow
Okay.
Arnarian.
The Bayleak, both of us.
Ah.
I used to live in Port of Strega.
Ah, the Witch's Port.
Mm-hmm.
Astana, but I haven't been home in a long time. Well, haven't called it home in a long time.
Ilsfisk up in the Van League.
All over the Beast World, it sounds like. Very interesting.
We all met at Bristol Inn, actually. A dungeon opened up.
Oh, the Bristol Inn, not too far from here. Well, still quite a travel, but within reach.
Have you, oh, I mean, you definitely... How long have you been doing that?
This? Going on 7-8 years now?
Huh. How did you find out? Or is that a secret too?
Well, it would normally be a secret, but given the nature of the companionship that I am in the company of, I would say that it warrants telling. I am originally from Lenang, over near the causeway. And I had some run-in encounters in my youth with some fiends from the Blackwild. And one of the Dramphinians happened to save me from a pretty nasty encounter. They brought me into the Order, and I stayed loyal to them, but I also found another path. There is a person called the Inquisitor who runs our little operation out of the Calor Grove. We are still all technically Dramphinians, but we use a different side to help with the same fight.
Fire with fire.
Yeah, it's nice to see someone that has the right idea about it.
Yes, our order is called the Moonlit Slayers.
And I'm just gonna say, like, Ignatius knows zilch about this. Nothing.
You've never heard
right?
of this order before.
Never heard of this order before.
This is a very hush-hush secret. If it's something Dramphinians would know about, it doesn't seem to be talked about.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling, and this is just gonna be something he hasn't heard about.
Yeah.
Me drastically running through my notes to try and find something.
How long have the Moonlit Slayers, you said? How long have they existed?
Hmm.
Time in
What a
memoriam would suffice as an answer.
Well, it's hard for me to say, as there were others before me, but we weren't really much of a thing until we became a thing. So probably within close to about the time that I started doing this, so about 7-8 years. It's still a relatively new thing.
I can only imagine that the lineage of mentorship stretches back quite a bit further, though, given the difficulty we had in even finding the first step for Vanya's own journey.
Usually, the step requires a very gifted mentor. I take it you have one of your own.
Not quite.
We find quite a few things and meet quite a few people in our delves.
It's gonna insight check you.
Hello?
Deception checks, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
What is he?
Oh, reads me like a book. Probably.
We'll see. He doesn't actually have an insight modifier. No.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ.
Well
idiots.
done.
Everyone's playing poker with their cards the wrong
He's
way.
silly like that.
I've got an Uno card, a Magic the Gathering card, a couple of normal playing cards.
A Balatro card.
Yeah. Dude's
Just put
playing
a
with his
just
entire
put a
deck.
banana on there.
Got some modifiers going. Gonna get some fat payout.
I don't believe we did that.
This whole situation is throwing my belief system in a little tizzy.
I don't
Okay.
know why it's so hard for you to get that some people fight differently.
No, it's just.
No, it's understandable.
Differing methodology, and I understand and respect the way you fight things. I just didn't know there would be a whole structure in the internal support command system within the Tramphinians. Does that
That's
make
because
sense? Am I making
we-
sense here?
No, you're making perfect sense. I understand your curiosity and frustration. As far as the Dramvinian's concerned, we don't exist.
So it'd be wise to keep hidden in Grandfield.
I definitely wouldn't activate your facade,
Uh-huh. Good to know.
but again,
Kind
I
of a
still
relief,
work
actually.
with the Dramvinians. I am still a Dramvinian at heart.
But they see your normal face.
Correct. But those who know what I am. So, it's not a secret to everyone, but I am under watchful eyes.
I've really got to ask, are those wings part of the facade?
He watches his cape unfurls and the wings just sprout back upwards. No, actually.
I was gonna say,
They're,
if I missed out on something like that, I think I would have been upset.
don't think it's not impossible to go that route. If you were to acquire some natural trait from a flying fiend like the Abishai, but
Such a
they
look
would
of
be
disappointment on her face.
Yeah,
Very
she does
difficult.
look disappointed.
This is actually a magical cape. It is a cape of wings of flying. I can transform them into wings whenever I need. Very helpful for what I need to do.
That's
Interesting.
And befitting the rest of the aesthetic, I suppose.
That's a bonus.
Right, so.
I think it may be better for the image to stay away from leathery bat wings and the like.
I mean, arguably, I disagree.
Follow your truth, Vanya.
I don't know. It's a look if you ask me.
I intend to.
It's
Makes a
good
note, buy a new cape.
to see this whole system of ours that Vanya and I and the rest of the group have devised as validated somewhat, though it's just I'm coming to terms with a lot of things right now.
Proud of you.
Well, perhaps Mother Ledusa can provide some more clarity for you.
You've heard that name before. Out of character, right?
Out of character, you have heard that name before, but not
Yeah.
from this
Have
game.
we? Huh.
Yeah. No,
I
Gal
forgot about that in the
specifically.
conversation. That's why I was asking.
Ha.
That's why that name sounds familiar to you.
It does. Anyway.
Is that a
Oh wait.
superior?
I love that Gal's like, I can hear the gears turning.
With the fucking like Scott Pilgrim doesn't get it, gets it meter. All right, continue.
Is that another leader or someone?
Mother Lydusa, she is the mother guard in charge over at Grenfield right now.
Oh.
She's a very stern woman. She more or less tolerates my presence.
Huh. I'm used to
Oh.
that.
Does the Mother Guard respond in its entirety to you?
Well, it's a very mixed bag. We're... Part of our ordain with the Mother Guard is that hopefully by the time we are no longer needed, that the Black Wild is closed, that we are able to literally or metaphorically exorcise the demons from within. But until
The tool
that
to be used
time,
and discarded. That makes sense.
yes, we are hoping not to be a permanent thing.
Makes
That is
sense.
almost a shame you make good delvers.
Yes,
Demonic interactions for fun and profit.
she hasn't tried to kill me. At least not this week.
So there's been weeks where she has tried to kill you.
Like I said, she tolerates me. That's a varying
Okay.
level of tolerance. Kind of does like a
Definitely.
so like a hand wave.
God, that boss fight sucked, man.
Pulling out the charm,
Out of character.
setting it in her own lap.
Yeah, cover that up.
No. I don't think I will right now.
What do you have there?
It's something to help keep things, It makes this one uncomfortable because it messes with his ability to track stuff. Fiendish.
I see it.
She'll hand it over. Very carefully and hesitantly.
He picks up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
charm and
No.
kind of eyes it over a bit.
Is it doing nothing to you?
Why would it?
That makes
Why would
sense. Fair enough.
I am not a paladin of Dramphane. This is very clearly witch's magic. That's kind of funny, actually. Any chance I could,
Figure in.
make a copy of this?
Cover it.
Kind of like just
By all
pulls up
means.
a
Yeah, right,
little
I
sketchbook and he's like marking down the runes as well as like what ingredients have been put together for this.
Two
They're
and
very
three
helpful
chances
in
to
our
see
line
six
of
handiwork.
He hands it back. He's like, this would just be a amusing thing for my part.
Almost like a prank?
Well, Dramphinians tend to suss out fiends with their divine senses, and if this can block them, it would just be an extra way to keep ourselves covert.
It makes them uncomfortable around it. So the more there are, the more uncomfortable. Well, yeah.
Given that we have Mother Guard watching over us at all times, they're already uncomfortable. A little bit more is not going to hurt.
So the Mother God know of the Moonlit Slayers, you said?
They are, indeed. They watch over our tower that we have, where we operate from. There's not many of us, but enough that it warrants watchful eyes. They don't want any of us going rogue, as it were.
feel like we stumbled into a secret I wasn't supposed to ever find about.
You were gonna find out most of this eventually. You were around me.
That's true, yeah.
You are a curious group.
I flat out refuse to keep secrets from these people.
We're Delver, sleepwalking our way into secrets is kind of what happens sooner or later.
Well, the Mother Guard will be happy to at least have you at Grandfield, as will the villagers. They would definitely like some comfort knowing that the dungeon will be taken care of.
So they're coming from the dungeon.
Yes.
Do you know if they overtook it?
Not that I'm aware of. Fiends that come from the dungeon come from the same place. The dungeon just gives them another point of access, essentially.
So we were in Dole. A dungeon opened up there. It had fiends coming out of it too. One in particular. But we managed to put it down. That's actually shortly after that dungeon was when I first picked this up. But we figured out eventually that they took up residence in there. They went from there so much as they settled in, if that makes sense.
They'd have to be quite the powerful fiend to do something like that, as far as I'm aware. At least from my knowledge of the dungeon.
We're uncertain of what type, but it was big. That's all I really remember, and made mostly a shadow.
Well.
Hence the kind of point where her horns once were.
Well, hunting large fiends is a particular speciality of mine. Well, most of the slayers, anyways. We get deployed where is needed, but most of the time we spend aiding on the front, where the Blackwild is.
She kind of looks to the rest of the group as if weighing up something for a moment, and then nods mostly to herself. I'm using delving as a way to get stronger before I push out and try and hunt them myself.
It's a smart way to do it. Approach it at your own pace. Of course, if you ever come by the grove, we can of course offer some training assistance. We are all very experienced in this particular field.
I definitely will at some point when I get the time. What about those? Is his brands anywhere on site, or are they like in a pouch?
They're on a belt. He's got like several belts. He's got a couple daggers on him and
motions towards the brands. Then what are those for? I saw you hit it against one of the fiends.
Yes, these are very special sigils. We mark them into prey to help us strike them down quicker, but they also have other different benefits depending on how we wish to use them. We can also burn them into objects. If, for example, we need to get into a certain place, it can essentially dissolve a object like a door or such. There is some that also allow you to, he pulls out one, get vision into an area, so you can use your senses on an object you have branded.
Just in awe. The idea of all of this.
Oh yes, as if you needed a way to break and enter more.
There is also one other, which I am not in the possession of, that as far as I'm aware, makes you immortal. If you are killed, you are able to be brought back wherever the sigil has been burned.
Rapidly making notes about all of these.
It is often very... We don't let the Mother Guard know about that one.
He said just smiles, but says nothing.
That doesn't do anything strange, does it?
It does make our ability to recover slower. Uh, most... I say most. There's only one person I know of who has this ability, and they've only been killed one time.
Good for them, I
One more
think.
than most other people can be killed. So
Very
Yeah,
true.
that's a positive, I suppose. I'm sorry. Immortality is just on the table now?
It is a very temporary thing. It can only be used so much. Eventually your body will feel the toll. And is one of these burn bright, burn fast sort of deals.
I was going to say, I imagine it won't actually extend your lifespan. I mean,
No, your aging is still the same. It's just if you were to fall in battle or fall of any unnatural causes, you would be brought back.
helpful.
Speaking of Mother Guard, how large is the contingent in Gransfield? Yeah, whatever.
There's Mother Lydusa, and then her dispatchment of Dramphinians. There is me, who is her, assigned ward? Is that how I should put it? But for the most part, it's just...
Ward sounds good.
It's mostly just Mother Lydusa. Mother Guards don't tend to come out in great numbers. It's very
That's what
much
had me interested.
It is usually the ones that are needed. I was simply brought on because of the nature of the ordeal. Mother Lydusa very much did
And
not
there
want
should
me
be there.
to be here.
And there should be barely any of them that we have to shuffle on by on our way into the dungeon, which will make things more convenient for the lot of us.
There are plenty
So
of
this-
paladins and some archers and clerics within the village, mostly to keep protection and provide any aid to any of the villagers. But a lot of the fortifications that have been done by the village druids.
I have so many questions, but I don't think the others are that interested right now. I might have to take you aside at some point.
Very well.
Because up until now, I had not met anyone else like, well, us.
He just offers a very soft smile.
It's reassuring that I'm not the only one doing it.
Trust me, there's a hump, essentially, to get over once you move down this kind of path. You do have to figure out what your end goal is. What you plan to do with this power.
I mean, the most basic answer is get rid of fiends and, well, yeah, that's it. That's
You
all
would
I
fit
want.
in perfectly fine with the Moonlit Slayers.
I've had to do a lot of thinking, but I didn't have this one's faith and Charlotte's faith, I guess. I don't know how you even got your magic.
Me?
Her moxie, pluck.
But yeah, this took a lot of time and effort to find, and then a lot of effort to learn without any help. For the longest time, I had no idea how to turn the whole face off, so, you know.
Yes, like I mentioned, there's a bit of a hump to get over. It doesn't come with a manual.
Not even a
It's so much
pamphlet.
easier.
No, it helps to
Not a
have
pamphlet.
an instructor. The Inquisitor was very helpful to all of us.
a little bit selfish to say, but knowing about your existence, the Slayers, it somewhat validates my previous choices further than. Yeah, it just validates my choices, I think.
Choices in what?
How I've gotten here, generally.
Oh, okay.
I
That's-
haven't been the most sure-footed in my decisions, if you haven't noticed.
Is it because of your friend here? Gesturing to Vanya.
The group in general.
He looks around to the rest of the party.
Don't
Some
look at
more
me. I
than
have nothing
others.
to do with this.
They're fine. They're just a northerner. That's its own thing.
Let's let the others, with their own secrets, say them when they want to. This is a stranger, after all. Mostly.
That is very fair.
That was vague. It was a more general statement about the
No, I know.
composition of the team.
I'm just saying, before I go any further, let's let whoever else you're gesturing at vaguely, let them keep their secrets.
What is it? A secret Vegas is flamboyant?
You just have to
Wow.
look at Vegas to see that.
Exactly.
And you got the whole white armor thing going on, you kind of stand out.
I don't want to call it branding, but a beacon to let
I
people
think it
know
makes
I'm
him look
here.
a little bit more flamboyant than Vegas.
He's Drenfinian, he's not standing out like a bright light in the dark, points at Cyrus.
Well, that's his whole thing, you see.
Ignatius, with all due respect, I look subtle compared to you.
My point stands. It's valid. It's valid. But yes, we can continue.
All right. Well, I imagine you, gesturing to Vanya, have many questions.
Rapid nodding.
Very well. If you want to discuss someplace private, we can.
She's gonna motion to the mammoth and
Alright.
then walk on over to it.
He will follow you over. And we will go on break before we have this conversation.
I'm gonna fix.
Yippee!
I'm gonna grab something and grab a drink.
Oh, Waga.
Wow.
How's this now?
Not the same.
Really?
Speak.
Well, this is. How about now?
Pretty good. Let me put you back down to normal and then. Okay, again?
Okay, how about now?
Okay, it's better.
So it's
Yay.
Audacity directly controls my Discord volume.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
saying
know
there
if
was
that's-
something interfering because your volume was definitely different.
Okay. Yeah, so I was working on some things for Dice Audio for Dice Sound Bites, and I turned the mic down, and I guess it directly affects my mic. Period. Even when I reset the computer and shut it and killed it. Well, it works. I love when computers are weird. I was like wondering, like, there's no way. And I test Audacity, like, oh, it fucking does it. Anyways, hi, viewers. Very soon, I have not set up a schedule, and I'll notify Beast World server. I'm going to be running a game of Leaving Aaron, the Beast World module. This is my, we can't call it shilling because I'm not getting money out of it. Endorsement?
Endorsement.
Advertisement.
Yeah,
Advertisement.
notice, announcement.
In your soapbox, use it well.
Unpaid advertisement.
Yeah, where's my
Yes.
money, Norman?
Where's that
Ask
part?
Cullen.
It's not like I
Is that
get
you?
monetized for this game. I have a negative amount of money put into this game.
We will
That's the
actively,
way it
just
ought to
by
be.
talking, murder the monetization ability for this just by talking.
Oh,
I-
most
I
of it's
point-
not
swearing.
I point you towards last session.
And I'm back.
Well, you know, funding is only an
He,
issue.
who?
Thankfully, that's resolved by our wonderful friends at MeUndies.
Oh,
Shut
God.
up. It fucking drags you off
Anyways,
stage
read
by
my
a long hook.
girlfriend's webcomic Moonchaser. It's really good.
Something Raid
Also,
Shadow
reveal as
Legends.
fuck.
I'm open for commissions, I guess.
I'm
I
just
know
gonna
fucking
skip the
right.
middleman. I'll put my PayPal address in the description.
My coffee link will
I have
be in the
nothing to
video.
plug. Send me money.
I'll I actually I think I'm confident enough. Yeah, fuck it. I am actually going to be planning on making maps for people soon. So
Yippee.
Actually, this gets posted on YouTube, right? We're YouTubers.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to give a fuck about who our sponsors are. And speaking of not giving a fuck, today's sponsor BetterHelp.
Word.
NordVPN.
no, it's not
Norman
that one.
VPN.
Yes, give me
Thankfully,
your personal
YouTube.
info.
YouTube can't track us down and apply punishments with the use of NordVPN.
Anyway, I think we're just waiting for Norman to get back into the game.
Yeah, it's loading
I'm
now.
in Croatia right now.
I'm here to tell
Wink.
you about SoFi. It's a modern approach to bank.
Yeah, here's our sponsor, Factor, which is definitely not glorified TV meals.
Factor.
Magic
it's a lot.
spoon.
Factor was pretty
Yeah.
good. I won't lie, honestly.
I did factor for the first like few weeks I lived alone. It's okay, but also like that's all the food you get. You don't get snacks or anything.
Well, that's why you
Yeah,
got to pay an
taking-
extra $21.99 to get snacks.
Yeah, that's where they get you. But guess what? I have a 7-Eleven across the street that's even cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Hey, let's fucking go.
I
Delicious.
mean, being able to
Also
take a
sold
meal into
eating dinner.
work and microwave it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Oh, am I supposed to hit the I'm back button? There we go. Hang on. Yeah, there we go.
I mean,
Loading
you don't
bar.
have to. We know
Loading
you're here.
bar.
Hey, look, as long as it doesn't take half hour, Norman, you're good.
Let's see. When did we?
You're fine. I tell you, the cleric died yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, round one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nuked
like
by
in the
the
span of
whole-
5 seconds, it was
Yeah.
great.
107 damage within the first 4 attacks from one enemy.
Crazy.
And then took
Jesus
attack
fuck.
from a goon for a bunch of damage, and then legendary attacks. Yeah, just straight up killed. We didn't have anyone else that could revivify, so we had to drag his body back into the estate while we dealt with the enemy.
Fucking hell. Just being sat there waiting waiting for the combat to end.
Oh yeah, it lasted 5 hours, so they were there for like the initial thing, and they
Oh,
were just
no.
kind of chilling for most of the time.
That
Kind of
was like-
unfortunate, but
That was like when I ran Ironclaw and that huge fucking Goblin Crow thing just knocked out Viola's character so quick.
to be fair, we're going into like a sanatorium as part of our upcoming mission, and the cleric, who is going to be out of commission because they're doing other things off screen, is going to be playing the bad guy running the dungeon.
I'm the bad guy.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so that'll be interesting. So he's going to kill
Oh, no,
us in
so-
response.
Your audio for me is a lot better now.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's just me.
Audacity did that.
Not
Oh,
so
yeah, it's the proper
Is
volume
this
now.
like a Game Master dead hand switch or something?
Oh, with him becoming like the bad guy.
Yeah, like
No, we had a
congratulations,
bunch
you
of
fucked
villain
me, I'll fuck
characters.
you.
We made a bunch of villain characters for like a one shot that we kind of like took turns doing, and the DM took these villains and like leveled them up with us, and they were going to be like things that the party has to deal with. We've killed 2 of them so far. There are
fun.
several more to do.
Do I need you to kick me from Beast Rogue? Because
Got it.
I desynced hard.
There you go.
Man, see, the curse has been passed from from Jade back to me.
No, it still took me half an hour to join today.
Oh, no.
I
It's just both of y'all
joined
now.
2 hours earlier, so I was definitely in.
I'm trying my best here, folks.
You're fine. Yeah, we're running villains, so I'm gonna end up playing
Yay.
a purple dragonborn paladin warlock of Tiamat.
Sick.
I
That's the spec right now, right?
No, this is actually exact opposite of Spec, and the irony is, I think when I introduce this villain, he's gonna kidnap Spec out of jealousy of the fact that Tiamat thinks Spec is their favorite, which is kind of awkward because Archon still exists, and Tiamat has more than one champion.
Oh,
Maybe
name
they're
is
just the
Jens.
person they're the most jealous of, who's also the easiest to kidnap.
You're running the you're in
Wildmount.
Why am I blanking in the name? Wildmount, yeah.
Yeah, Archon exists. There is also another champion, Joanna, who is a lizard folk. I am supposedly going to be one of them, and then there are either 2 more or 2 vacant availabilities. There's supposed to be 5 champions. So, I'll see how that goes. But, based off the way they talked to Spec, Spec might be in charge of them, which is a little awkward.
That's hilarious.
We'll see how it goes, because Spec does not have that much of a dominant bone. Not when it
So-
comes to stuff like this.
Norman is now having issues getting in because it says he's still in.
I don't see them. Yeah, they're not showing up on the server.
Weird. I'm grayed out entirely.
Try logging out if you haven't yet.
Okay.
It's logging out, and then the next way to fix it is to restart the server, and then I'll see you in half
Everything
an hour.
explodes. I love computers.
I think it'd be faster to wait for it to time out for Norman than it would be to restart the server for you.
In my Tuesday game, my paladin player decided to use their own blood sword and just pop every single hit die but one into a crit, including a first level smite on their end, and ended up hitting for like 101 damage in one hit. It was something to behold. They didn't kill what they hit, but
I should add, our fighter was popping off that fight, because as soon as it was his turn, which was immediately after the boss, he critted on the first swing, and then proceeded to land 8 crits that game.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, no, he immediately outdid the damage that she did to the cleric. It's very funny. He also has Eldritch Claw Tattoo and Smites.
Yeah, smite is gross. But so is the blood sword.
Alright. I will at least get some RP going while we wait.
Yeah,
Since
go
we
ahead.
are waiting on Norman. Alright. So, Cyrus follows you into the mammoth it was? The Rocksteady, yeah. Okay. And, kind of like takes a look around. This is quite cozy. Traveling this everywhere.
Yeah. It's myself, Aspen, just a big bet. We didn't introduce ourselves. That's awkward. I'm Vanya. Offers her hand.
It shakes it.
Yeah. So there's Aspen, the bear, Vegas, the very ostentatious one, Ignatius, the paladin. Iset is our jackal friend. Aski, our black sheep. And then there's Charlotte, who is the fennec you saw.
Very eclectic group of friends, but companions nonetheless.
Yeah.
Quite
was a little
so.
awkward at first. It's just
But I'm not here.
It's staring in the back of the wagon.
Just peeks
Yes!
head in. Peeks head in with Mocha.
That would be funny. It's just Mocha and the pair of ears from a set behind Mocha's head.
So I've heard. Alright.
But yeah, they're a good group. Friendly. Except when they first saw me, with the facade up.
I imagine that was quite the conversation starter. Was that before or after you joined up with them?
After, which is extra shock.
Ah, so they weren't aware that that was something you were doing.
Aski was. Myself and Aski have been together the longest. Oh, I don't know if the others were traveling together. I kind of forget. But me and Aski were traveling together before all this. And she was helping me look.
Look for the ritual required?
Yeah.
I'm interested to learn how you came about that. It is a not very well known thing.
It's a very, very long pause. We have a mutual friend that I'm gonna keep private for now, until I've had time to talk to a ski. But they taught me how. We ended up summoning an imp, and, well, you know the rest.
Summoned an imp. Interesting.
Yeah, reckless, I know, but
Definitely do not let the Mother Guard know you did that.
that'd be fine. They won't even know. I won't mention anything.
A lot of the Moonlit Slayers, for us to get our powers like we do, we have to hunt down fiends in the field. Summoning is very forbidden.
Oh, so I should probably not mention that to anyone else?
I would definitely keep that on the lower end.
I was trying to keep it to a minimum if I could help it, but,
It's a good thing we're having this talk. You can at least learn your boundaries, what you can and can't share.
I just wanted to use it to help, that's all. And, I wasn't exactly gifted with any other ways of helping, so I took it instead.
It's fair.
And they're not using it well enough, so...
An imp's interesting fiend to start off with.
It was smaller, I guess. That was why. It was mostly ran for me, the ritual. I just finished it. She looks a little uncomfortable recounting it.
Well,
It's something I want to do as little as I can. The ritual bit, but
well, if it's any matter, the first fiend that I encountered for my ritual was an incubus.
I've heard of those.
You're not here.
Says someone who's also not there.
You're not in the wagon either.
I was fixing the computer.
You're not in this episode.
I love chowder.
I'm not going to ask for details about that, but I'm glad you made it through.
It was a very complicated situation.
I can only imagine.
But there are many different fiends that many different people have gone after. One of our friends in particular took over a Merilith, if you even know what that is.
I don't think she does she?
No, that is a very, very powerful fiend.
No, I did a lot of studying. Found out about a bunch, but that doesn't ring any bells.
Think of like a snake person with extra arms. They have...
That's cheating.
Well, yeah, they can teleport as well. They are very efficient killers. Usually...
And that was their first? That's how they started this?
Wasn't their first, but it was one of the ones that they acquired over time. They are usually types of guardians. A lot of people will start out with easier ones, like Quasits.
I think that's why the imp was brought out. We did fight tougher things in the sewers, but...
Imps are still formidable creatures.
It didn't really move much. I don't think it could.
Interesting. Was it in a trap
We
of
put
some
it in a
sort?
circle.
Hmm. It's very curious, this mutual friend of yours, if they know both a summoning ritual and a devil's trap.
We'll. I need.
I would
talk
like to
with
meet them
Aski
at some
before I
point.
share more. It's not a very well hidden grimace that follows that. Like I said, it's something I need to talk to Aski about.
Very well.
With this group of yours, if I wanted to go and get training, would that mean I would have to leave these, my friends?
I guess it depends on how much training you want. We can offer guidance and what we are capable of doing, hone your skills, as it were. But as far as gathering further fiends, we tend to gather what is available in the Black Wild, unless there are fiends elsewhere that we hunt down. It's really on a, each person kind of has their own targets they go after when it is a matter of consumption.
Right.
Usually, the more powerful the fiend, the more likely a target. But of course, the more powerful the fiend, the more of us is required.
Okay. How would I best contact you all? Or you?
Well, sending spell is the only thing I can think of that would directly get a hold of us.
Right. She starts rifling through the bag of holding and pulls out a handful of the paper birds.
No, charming.
Let's say 5 of them.
Yes,
So
these
you
could
can
do.
write... Yeah, okay. Good, you know what they are.
I'm familiar with
she'll pass
quite a few magic
few over.
items.
I guess it'd take a while to get to you, but it can go a good distance.
Yes, as long as it's addressed to me, it should be fine.
Okay, I'll have to do that until we can... Do you have a sending stone?
He pulls one out. This is a one for our slayers.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Damn it.
Why trying to use this sending so like it's a fucking phone.
Right. I did have a question, and this one's, well, only because I know you might be able to give some advice, maybe. I have another problem with what I think they're fiends, but there's something hunting me. I agreed to be pulled into a game with this vampire. He didn't really make it a choice, but...
You were targeted by a vampire.
He specifically said because of, well, my age and because I'm choosing to do what I'm doing.
I could see why that would be tempting for a vampire. I definitely love something that's a bit more exotic, weird, not common.
It's in the mountains in Stranik, the east side. Obviously, I don't think you'd be able to find it, some weird magic, but... Have you dealt with them
Illusion.
before?
I can't say that I've personally dealt with any vampires. Someone else in the Slayers group may have. I would have to ask. We generally don't have a bead on most vampires. They tend to keep very hidden. A lot of them will use, like what you've said, illusions of sorts to keep their home hidden.
Well, I first saw it in, I think it was that one. I'm still It's weird. It definitely talks like it remembers me, but I think it looked different when I first saw it. But it hurt somebody, and I saw it happen, and I stayed hidden. And I guess it's been following me since. But
Interesting. Well,
obviously I want it gone, but
we can make that a bit of our training exercise. Combat with a vampire.
appreciate it. We didn't really fight so much as run, except Aspen. Aspen used this ring to blast him into a fire. It was actually kind of impressive. He just kind of stepped out of it though, but
Vampires
took him off
are
guard, it looked
very
like.
powerful fiends, unfortunately.
I'm trying to think of other questions, but I'm really blanking. I thought I'd have more, but I can't really.
Well, we will have time along the way. If they come up, feel free to ask them.
That's all I can ask for now, I think. Other than, actually, the brands that you use.
Yeah.
How did you make them? Did you make them?
We have a smith who makes a lot of our equipment, including the brands. But we can teach you how to make them as well.
I'd appreciate that. I'm not great with metalwork. She flashes up with the shift weave, the mask that's kind of just very roughly carved into, and then flashes it away. I damaged that. That wasn't like that originally.
A very strange looking mask.
Something else I have to keep secret owning, especially recently.
Oh?
You know of the Ferals?
He just kind of shakes his head no.
A group of, for lack of a better word, anti-human, mostly veterans from the, well, not even mostly, some veterans from the war and some people they're misleading.
Interesting. Yes,
But they wear
unfortunately a
these
lot of
masks.
news about world events doesn't really reach our ears. We stay pretty confined to the tower or to wherever our missions take us.
Well, they're, I guess not really your focus, so. That's fine. It's probably for the best, actually. Focus on the important things.
Keeping the fiends at bay.
And you mostly fight around the Black Wild.
Correct.
And don't really leave the Batyan? Is this the first time in a while, or?
This is the first time in a while, for certain. We go wherever we are needed, but we're also not needed as often outside the Black Wild. When it comes to events like this, where it is more urgent, they'll usually ask for one of us.
And they reach out to you. You don't have a way of tracking these sort of things yourselves?
We do and we don't. They reach out to us if we are permitted to join them. We're not technically allowed to operate without a mother present. Like I said,
I'm
they
assuming
don't
you do.
exactly trust us.
I get it, but it's so draining to have to keep proving myself.
It's an overbearing presence, but what would you expect from a mother?
I do have another question. Just one more.
Mm-hmm.
While fighting and while using the facade, sometimes I have trouble holding back. I feel
The demon
more focused
inside
to
is
actually-
pulling at you. That is
Is this normal?
yes, it is, in fact. Every one of us has trouble going through this at some point. A lot of the times it is early on, but as you gather more and more fiends, it gets harder to control. You have to meditate and focus, be able to quiet these impulses.
It has led me to a few mistakes. Mostly with the group I told you about, but they were trying to kill us too, so I tried not to, if I can help it, try not to kill other beasts. I mostly focus on, well, the dungeon monsters and the fiends we run into, those that we do.
Sometimes things happen that are not completely within your control, but we do what we can to tip the scales closer to our balance. But I can try to help you teach some meditation techniques, things that will help you stay calm, stay in control. But I will warn you, as you continue down this path, it will only get harder.
Sort of a glance away, but a nod. We could head back to the others if you like. I don't really know of anything else to ask.
That's fair. I probably should retire for the night. Quite tired after that journey.
You can feel free to use the wagons if you need to.
I'll probably sleep on top if that's alright.
Of course. Just let the others know before you do.
Of course.
Which kind of motions to the door and opens
Yeah,
it.
just gives you a nod as he steps out.
She'll step out and return to the rest.
Any other questions for your guests before we continue our travel?
Not from Vanya.
Alright.
Not that I can think of.
There is one, but I was in the bathroom, so I don't know if it was asked.
Go ahead.
I'll ask us out of character. Did Vanya ask about potentially falling to corruption or being turned by this whole infiltrator thing?
She mentioned
In a way.
the losing control portion. So, yeah, they did talk a bit about something like that.
Okay. Then skip. I'm good.
Alright.
Well, I mean, Charlotte wasn't there, so she's got to
Correct.
ask.
Alright. To be fair, I didn't want to be redundant, but it's characters. Okay.
You might get a different answer too, so.
So, Charlotte would find Cyrus at some point later in the night then?
Just on top of the rock steady.
So, how long have you done this whole thing? You said a number of years?
7 or 8 to be exact. I don't really keep track of the days that much anymore.
Is it possible that you can lose control over?
Definitely. You are one soul inhabited by another. The more fiends you take in, the more difficult it is to control. Usually those who are a little bit more unwieldy are kept under closer watch, but those who have gone too far are either put down or, for lack of a better term, imprisoned. For their safety and others.
So, if something were to happen to Vanya and she loses control, what do we do?
It depends on how far. If if she is able to fight back, then there's a chance she could pull back. But if she no longer has control, then it is really up to the fiends at that point. So you will have to do whatever it is that you think is best in the moment. I cannot say.
It wouldn't be me to try to put her down. I hate even thinking about it. I hate even saying it.
It would be a mercy.
It just doesn't feel right. I just don't like the idea of killing someone if they could have been saved.
Well, in this line of business, you come to learn you can't save everyone. It's just how it is.
I have a sending spell. I may notify you if something happens. I need whatever advice I can get.
Alright, I'll keep my ears open.
I really appreciate it. I just sometimes really worry about her.
It is normal to be cautious around our kind in this instance. We are kept very secretive for a reason.
When I first saw her do it, I thought a ski had possessed her with something.
Is your ovine friend also a practicer of sorts?
I only knew the two of them, and they were apparently together, and then one and the other, and she didn't seem very panicked with it. I thought she did something, because if something that happened to my friend, I would have panicked. I would have ran out the room. I would have been screaming. That was before I learned it was a ritual that she willingly partook in.
I imagine behind closed doors, this is something that clearly startled you, and I imagine the rest of the party.
Long story short, we were up against some bad people, and she transformed during it.
I believe
And
she
I
told me
thought-
as much.
Alright. I also trust the ski in letting me know if something goes wrong. She knows a bit more than I do. I don't dabble in those things.
As long as you trust your friends, you shouldn't have anything to worry about.
I trust all of them. That's the best I can have right now. I'll let you know if something happens. If anything, I'm going to have her tied down and probably sprinkled with holy water or something, I don't know.
That's definitely going to hurt.
Well, if there is no other option, I'll do what I'll have to do, but I don't want to be haunted by the choice of killing someone and knowing it could have been prevented. But I appreciate the advice. And I'm fortunate to find someone else like her that understands it more. She is alone, but not technically alone.
This is a lonely line of work. We work together because we can.
She's fortunate to have company. Again, I thank you. And that would be it for the conversation.
Take care, Cleric of Etris.
You too. What did you call your group again?
The Moonlit Slayers.
Why Moonlit?
Because we still operate under Dranfiend's moonlight.
Oh. Well, thank you again.
Alright. As a quick check, if anyone has not hit your long rest button yet, please do so. Let's say I thought one person had missed, and it was Aspen. Alright.
Yeah, I'm a dummy.
Alrighty. No rolls for today. It will take you another 2 days to get to Granfield. Is there anything you need to discuss before you enter the village?
Other than Vanya giving Iggy voice of speech training, we're on 7 days at this point. I want to try and get some mobile rolls in, but that's it.
Okay, go ahead and give me your rolls.
You say athletics for that, right?
Yep.
Is it 2 rolls or just 1?
Just one, because you guys had a fucking big-ass fight the other day.
Yeah, Iset's gonna actually try to start training for stealth. If that's alright.
Wouldn't
Welcome
mind
to
a
the
training roll.
Sneak Club. That's I got a 1d4 bonus to stealth training, right?
Could I help with Asset's training there?
You could try, yeah.
So it'd just be them both getting the D4, I guess?
Yeah.
Wow, did not. What? Why did it? Oh, it's because it's partially trained.
Okay, so what do I roll here?
You would roll your stealth plus a d4.
2 of them or just 1?
Iggy, forgot.
Just one. Still need the d4 from Iggy. Ooh.
Bad.
Yeah, not particularly great.
Van is a bad teacher, it's okay.
Yeah, I was just double checking to keep lowest bit.
Alright. Any other training?
Can I get them in?
Training that I. Oh, please.
Some sentinel training.
Yeah, athletics.
Can I hop
60?
in on this and get armor training?
Yep, anybody who needs training, please let me know.
Yippee! That's athletics for me, right?
Yes, same as Aspen. Solid roll.
Oh, my 13. Does that pass? It
Unfortunately,
does,
no.
right? No? Ah, tragic.
Yeah. Let's see. Vegas.
We allowed to know the DCs on this? Or is that something you keep in secret?
I keep track of it. I update everyone's sheet as you make successes.
Yeah, I was just curious what DC I'm against as well.
Alright. Any other trainings? Any other things?
I believe I was teaching Aski how to read the ocean.
Right.
Yeah, if that's something we can still do. I think that was an int check.
Iggy's got to get his voice to speech lessons too.
Yeah,
That's
happens.
more automatic. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, I think that'll be a day of progress. And aside from training, not even really like a, not even really a big conversation needed. Just certainly wanting to at some point as we approach Grandfield to be able to remark to Valkiel, I don't suppose you're thinking what I'm thinking. If the caliber of fiends spilling out of this dungeon means what it might mean.
It presents an opportunity. Vanya could definitely advance her techniques further here, but we will have to be careful.
And it may even come at the expense of one of your old friends, for all we know.
Based off those Abishais you ran into, there's no telling what we'll find.
Then let's keep an eye out.
Do keep your distance from the Mother Guard, though. I can only remain so hidden.
Certainly.
It'd be at some point Vanya would approach a ski. Just for a very quick conversation. So, I didn't say any names, and I only implicated yourself.
Ain't no snitch.
The conversation of how I managed to do the ritual came up with Cyrus. I said we had a mutual friend. Should we leave it as a mutual friend, or actually, Valkiel, you should probably
comes to it, they are specifically, let's say, a mutual enemy of some particularly powerful fiends, and because of our designs against them, they prefer to keep their identity well hidden.
Okay, I figured as much. I just wanted to make sure. That's it.
Very well.
Oh, don't forget the runes.
Out of character what?
The runes they made. the anti-Dranfinian things. The
what now?
The ski.
Oh, the charms.
Yeah.
I did not internalize those as the runes. I internalized those as the charms.
I have been playing far too much
Understood.
Dishonored.
Yeah, okay, back into character. Yes, well, given what we know now, I'm trusting you to be able to give the Dramphinians there a hard time in my stead.
Well, hopefully they don't get too nosy, because of all the itching that will happen around us.
I'll keep my distance, don't you worry. And given the approval of that Cyrus fellow, you shouldn't have any particular problems with them.
No, I would. I've been told to not go near them, if I can help it.
Good. Then we'll be able to go
mother,
in and out of the dungeon with great ease, and preferably make as little contact with them as possible.
Mm-hmm. We did the job. Bye.
I'm sure they'd appreciate nothing more than to go back to whatever it is they do with their time.
Right, well, let's get on with this.
Alright. Are we ready to enter Grandfield?
Yeah.
I think so.
Ready is a word for it.
13.
Yeah.
Alright. So you roll in on the morning of the next day. approaching towards this mountainside village. It is a decently sized village. There is the natural river formation that runs along it that provides a very surprising, bountiful amount of orchard trees. There are fruit trees galore right now. They are in the process of being like completely picked, as it is September at this point. So there's
Oh gosh,
some
there's
fruit
gonna
on
be
the
so many apples.
yeah, there's some fruit on the trees, but they've been mostly picked clean at this point. You do see a lot of different work hands moving around, at least tending to the orchard to make sure that it is getting ready for the upcoming winter. As your wagons roll into the village, you are greeted by several Dramphinian guards, a paladin, and a couple of archers. They come by and just gesture for you to stop your wagons as you approach. Sorry, you're going to have to turn around. Grenfield isn't really home for visitors right now.
Just to confirm, you said Tramphinians, right?
Correct.
Oh, I accidentally hit the back button out of the forge. Okay, sorry. Ignatius will make himself known to the Tramphinians. He will step out of a wagon and wave them down to get into speaking distance.
Ah, fellow Tramphinian.
Indeed we are.
We?
Well, myself and my group. They're not Tramphinians, but I consider all of us here to help.
Ah, interesting. Are you a delving crew, I take it, then?
We are indeed.
Alright, well, that's at least some good news. I will have to inform Mother Lydusa of your arrival. You watch at this point, Cyrus just kind of stands up from the back wagon. Yes, let Mum know we're here.
Can I insight that? Is that Mom said as an actual mother, or Mom said as in the, nickname-ish way?
Yeah, go ahead and insight.
No,
Alright, give me a sec. Yeah, my page is still loading up. One moment.
I hope you fail, just so we can get confusion. Damn it!
It would be so funny.
It would be so goddamn funny.
He's definitely referring to them by title, technically. The Mother Guards are referred to individually as Mother.
Well, calling them Mom, that
He's being a little snarky.
He is being snarky, yeah.
Even the guys?
The Mother Guard
Well, that's
are
the
only
thing.
female.
Ah.
Yep. They are a female-only group of Dramphinian paladins. It is based pretty much off the identity, so... there's a lot of different interesting rituals about that, which you could ask if you decide to.
There are ways to transfer gender, I see.
Either way, the paladin just kind of gives a nod and kind of like a slightly annoyed glance at Cyrus before heading off into the village.
We picked up a hitchhiker.
Is that what I am?
Am I wrong?
I mean, I
Ignatius
could have
will be playing into the snark a little.
I could have flown back on my own just fine. But you all seemed
Go
like
on.
good company. Are you telling me that I'm a show-off, Mr. Dragon, who also can fly?
Ignatius will flare out his wings and say, yes, but I don't need a cape for it.
No, you're just a bigger show up.
Show off.
Okay, maybe I am.
The humble bragging is still bragging.
It is indeed. Regardless, let us make our way.
As you guys are moving into the village, he kind of leans over to Bondi. He's like, I like your paladin friend.
He grows on you.
He does. You pull further into the village, and you get a better lay of the land at this point. The village is pretty robust. There's lots of individual housing. A lot of it is very just like log and timber. Nothing super like heavy that you would see from like some of the other like cities that you've been through. You also notice that some of the areas have been like reinforced with like barks and vines that have like protected some of the housing. Some of the rocks that are moving up towards the mountainside have been like pushed in a way to create sort of like a semi-barrier. There's some extra protection that's being put on here that is very natural in its appearance.
Place gets
Eventually,
a lot of druids.
yes. Eventually, you are greeted by a small mole individual. A brown mole eventually comes up towards your wagons. Welcome to Grandfield. I take it you're Delvers.
Correct.
Indeed, we are.
Last I checked.
It's good to hear. Our village has been under siege for some time. We are hoping that Delvers would come by to help deal with the dungeon. I am Sar. I am the village chief, also the head druid here. You were
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
you were welcome to make yourself at home in the village for as much time as you need. It would be very appreciated if you were able to take care of the dungeon sooner rather than later.
How frequent and intense have the fiends been?
They seem to come on a pattern. It's been every 5 or so days. A group will emerge from the dungeon further up the vista and come down towards the village or fly off into the distance and try to find something.
Well, we dealt with some on the way here, and when was the last time they attacked? Sorry for talking over you.
Cyrus will chime in. The last attack was the one we dealt with, which was 3 days ago.
2 days ago. Oh.
Well, is that including travel time from
For them
Yeah.
getting out of the dungeon,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, that track. Well, that should give us more than enough time to prepare, at least.
Previous delving groups attempted to go in before.
Well, we don't have much to offer in terms of quantities or gold, but we do have a vast supply of fruit and produce that we can offer for our gratitude.
Gratitude is wonderful and all, but some of us are just here out of the goodness of our hearts. I'm kidding, though. I will take some apples. Those look delicious.
He smiles and gestures to somebody nearby who is carrying a nice basket full. Please offer some to our friends here.
I'm going to need some of those and some tomatoes.
Ignatius will gladly accept an apple.
Sure.
Hey, Aspen, could you make a pie?
Yeah, I think so.
I want to see it.
Do we have any blackberries? Apple and blackberry pie is good.
Probably forage for some blackberries.
Okay.
It's good that you've arrived, though. It has been quite stressful on the rest of the village. And you, at this point, hear some shouting as another figure steps in. Cyrus, where the bloody hell have you been? And you see, approaching you, and very rustic-looking set of plate armor, carrying a very large warhammer, is a white equine woman with blonde white hair. And she's kind of scarred up too. And she gets closer and is just kind of like glaring at Cyrus, who is still standing on the top of the rocksteady. Evening, Mum. I'm back. Don't you fucking mum me. You disappeared without a word.
Amazing.
As soon as you encountered those Abishai, you were supposed to direct them back towards us so that we could kill them. They got further out of reach than I had intended, but they were taken care of, all of them. They're all gone, thanks to these Delvers here.
Ignatius waves.
Well, you're lucky they were there to help clean up your mess, then. She takes a note of you, Ignatius. Another fellow Dramphinian, it seems.
I wouldn't know what the proper greeting is, just off the cuff, out of character, but Ignatius will perform the standard respectful Dramphinian greeting, probably a little bow or something of the sorts, I imagine.
Well, it seems your manners haven't left you.
Important to remember.
At least some people are, glaring back up at Cyrus at this point.
He's a lovable scamp or something, is that what we call it?
More like a mutt.
We have one of those too.
Family is yelling at them, and you're just kind of in the room with it.
Yeah, just in, like,
awkward.
trying not to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm 11, I'm over at a friend's house, he didn't do the dishes, and I'm just sitting there doing my best to ignore it.
Well, get down from there. We have to have a talk. With lots of you, I imagine you're here to deal with this dungeon. We definitely need the assistance. We're afraid these attacks are going to become a bit more fierce with time.
Well, have they been manageable so far?
So far, but flying fiends are very hard to pin down. Glaring once more to Cyrus. This one is supposed to lure them closer to us so that we can deal with them. They ventured out of my range. I don't want to fucking hear it right now. We will talk about this later. He is trying to, like, be quiet, but you can see that, like, there's a slight smirk on his face. He seems to enjoy antagonizing this woman.
Lovable scamp. Also, sorry about that, Norman. I talked over you.
We had an experience with these fiends, and thankfully Cyrus was there to help as we had stopped them and had helped clean it up. If anything, we got a little experience of what they're like, and that will make us more prepared for when we delve in.
Alright, well, as long as no one else was caught in the conflict, nobody died, should be fine.
Well, resolved handedly.
I take it the corpses were dealt with. He just kind of, like, nods at this point, not speaking. Alright. Anyways, I am Mother Lydusa of Mother Guard. I am going to be stationed here until this dungeon fiend situation is dealt with. So, the sooner you are able to handle it, the sooner I can leave.
Well, seems our goals are in alignment, to say the least. I am Ignatius Sortratus, and, well, I don't speak for the group. Everyone, introduce yourselves.
I am Charlotte. I am the cleric of Etris, and these are my friends.
He said Nefertari.
Vegas. The one and only.
You can call me Aspen.
Tanya, with a little wave.
Ashki.
Alright, well, you are at least sizable number of groups, so hopefully this will be an easy trip for you, no?
One
We
can
have a
only
good
hope.
success rate thus far.
We found that we are quite accomplished when it comes to dungeons, which other groups may struggle with.
Promising, then. Hopefully this will be something you can deal with quickly. I will have Cyrus here give you detailed directions of the dungeon entrance up the mountainside. The easiest path to get up there. Once you're there, that is up to you. We have to keep the village safe in the event that more fiends arrive.
All the better to maintain
Absolutely.
safety.
Now, as it were, looking over at Cyrus, she just kind of reaches over and grabs him by the ear and starts dragging him away.
But that's why his ears are so long.
Reminds me of
So-
old times.
We need to wait for him to come back before we can go.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get chewed out for a bit.
We should get some food, but also I don't want to force our hand, but I feel like we should head to this dungeon as soon as possible, unless because we don't know how big it might be, and it's possible that another wave of those things is going to come out in a day or two.
Okay, we gotta wait for Cyrus to guide us there.
Well, I imagine it would take less than an hour, I hope. We could just get some apples and things. Just
I'm gonna
something.
get a full meal, but yeah.
Yeah. I thought Phil's was terrible.
I think Aspen could make us a decent meal in that time. They've gotten really good with cooking.
Worst case, I can hunt something for us.
What about apple
We have a little
turnover?
plan. No, I have been planning a little meal and they have fresh tomatoes, so I'm going to do a little something for main course and then we will have apple pie for afters.
I'm not gonna
Oh.
complain.
I look forward to it.
Do we have time to settle down for a meal now? Like,
Yeah, you've got time. You have no idea how long that conversation's gonna last.
so Aspen's gonna be making everyone basically tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh my god.
Sounds really
Grilled
good.
cheese.
And then, yeah, an apple and blackberry pie for dessert. Maybe with some fresh custard if I can manage that with what
Ooh.
we've got.
You probably have enough in the rations to make something like that.
These are some fancy rations.
I imagine
I mean, you
when
know,
I
you can
say
just search the
rations,
ingredients.
it's supplies that Aspen would have definitely gathered
Yeah.
out for making food.
If there's one thing we have plenty of, it's eggs.
Catalina.
All right. So you have a very lovely lunch, I guess it would be at this point. Little early lunch. Eventually, Cyrus returns. Enjoying ourselves, are we?
Making
So,
the
would
most
you
of it.
like some soup?
I would love some
It's
soup.
wonderful.
Aspen will dish some soup to Cyrus. I don't know how good it is, but everybody seems to be enjoying it.
I take it you cook for everyone.
Duh, I'm still learning, but
Getting
I am
better
doing
and
a
better.
decent job.
It's better
we've
than the
done-
gruel that Hopper makes for us, at least.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm making fun of him. Sorry,
Oh.
he's a friend of mine from our tower. He makes okay food. We just like to give him a hard time.
Was gonna say that kind of town, huh?
You only have so many people to socialize and mess around with. So,
Oh, I
Every
get
group
it.
needs its Vegas.
I've traveled for years in Delphing. I'm used to being stuck with a small group.
We can tell.
Smirks.
well,
That's like a choose your own adventure joke. I don't know what I mean.
Mom's very happy you're here, so I was told to give you directions up the mountainside.
Glances around to see if she heard that. Being that he isn't being beaten half to death, I'm assuming he's safe.
There's no yelling that you know of.
So she's a lot.
Sometimes.
Honestly, I've worked with Mother Guard before. That's pretty standard.
They're very serious about their commitment to the job.
Noted.
It is frightening.
One of my old companions told about them, and they seem a little
Intense?
harsh.
Yes.
Harsh, very strict routines. She couldn't bear joining them.
Oh no,
I've
that
been
way you
punched
stare
by
at the
one.
moon. It's always that time of the month.
Just gonna glance at a set with that one.
Cyrus is suppressing a chuckle as hard as he can.
You know what? You almost spit take. Yeah, that choking down part of a soup.
Anyway, as you were.
Yes, I'll definitely guide you up by foot, and then I'll fly my way back down. We can go whenever you're ready, whether you want to go now or first thing tomorrow.
Let's go now, I think.
Now would be better.
I'd rather not waste time, yes.
Alright. Mother will be so pleased. Shall we?
Let us.
It's best that you leave the wagons here. So if you need anything from them, I would take them now. The mountainside's not built for it.
Issa just kind of fetches the drawing supplies, but otherwise, nah.
Dante, did we get any of the treats from the short rest thing?
I can certainly make them.
Yeah, make a bunch of
Just-
treats out of the pie.
I figured we had the time for it, so.
Yeah, treats come from the long rest.
Is it a long rest?
Short rest is what benefit, if you have one? I don't remember.
Short rest is special food. You can prepare enough of this food for full plus your proficiency bonus at the end of a short rest. Any creature who eats the food spends one or more hit die to regain hit points, gains an extra 1d8 hit points.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was the short rest that gave the treats.
Yeah, the
Short
long rest is the treats.
long rest gives the
Okay.
bonus HP ones.
Alright. So, you follow Cyrus up the mountainside. He leads you across a path that is well set out. It seems like a somewhat normal-ish trail at first, and then as you get about an hour into the climb, eventually you are somewhat climbing the mountain. It's made interesting with the fact that you have Mocha, but not super difficult. Can I just get a round of athletics checks just to see how everyone's doing?
A ski is spider walking directly up a
You don't have to
90-degree
roll.
surface right now.
Ignatius is flying.
I'd
Fine.
like to
Are you-
request uppies.
Okay, yeah, I was say, question: are you carrying Mocha since you can fly?
Really don't want to carry Mocha, but Ignatius will carry Mocha if asked.
Is Mocha just staring at a set the whole way while he's carrying it?
Yes.
Like a set radar.
Ever seen that
And
moment when like
sure, she'll ask him to.
like a deer or a horse is being airlifted by a helicopter? It's kind of Mocha right now.
I was kind of picturing the way a bird's head locks in place when you pick it up and rotate it. It's like locked on a set no matter which way you move.
You ever seen that time they like put a GoPro on a chicken's head and it acted like a Steadicam?
Yes.
Thousands of dollars of equipment or chicken.
Chicken.
Ignatius will approach Mocha, do a little hand thing, and try to make sure they don't bite him. And then he'll pick up Mocha and fly with him.
Mocha just kind of sits in your arm, just limp.
Yeah, actually, how big is Mocha?
Oryx are pretty big, actually.
Yeah, Oryx is decent size.
Like, you keep calling it a deer, but it is about that size.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, I think this would be a real fucking struggle to carry.
With your
I'm trying to
strength?
find a
strong.
reference picture that isn't someone posing with a dead one, and it's kind of difficult.
I mean, this is
They're
Mocha.
big. They're like, including horns, probably somewhere in the region of 7-8 feet.
Okay, the AI overview is telling me about Oryx, the Taken King from Destiny, so I don't think that's
No.
relevant.
It's not gonna happen.
Here you go. A drawn. I'm assuming this is an average height person.
It
If it's
flew
gonna
up.
fucking-
Some of the URLs are being weird.
DuckDuckGo mentioned. Let's go.
There you go. That's how big they are. So Iggy's probably about as tall as it, including its horn.
Yeah, but say Iggy's decent size because they're a dragon.
But yeah,
I
Vanya
have
could probably
found-
ride it.
I have found a little fact sheet that says they are about 4.6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh about 450 pounds.
Why do I?
Big.
Christ.
Heavy.
You have the strength score. You're fine.
Yeah, no, hang on. Actually, I know we're making a big deal of it, but Ignatius does have a strength of 18.
Yeah.
So he'll work up a sweat, or dragons probably don't sweat. He'll work up a, I don't know, a steam once he gets to the top.
They're about 7.5 feet long, fully grown.
That's ridiculous.
Is he just
Big.
going to be carrying this thing like it's dead over his shoulders?
However
Sure.
you plan to hold it.
Set you up with
This
like a
is
harness
not a
and
good
tie it
look.
to the other end.
Build a Mocha harness so you can literally helicopter them out.
But look at how far they've come, you know? They went from biting Ignatius to tolerating his presence to he touched it one time to carrying them up a mountain.
So Iggy with 18 strength can lift 540 pounds.
That sounds right.
Carrying
That's
is
about how much I weigh.
280 pounds.
The
So
half of-
carrying is a lot harder. But
The half of Mocha that's over your shoulder is just flapping in the wind like one of those wacky waving inflatable tube barbers.
Alright. Either way, such a long tangent. You eventually do get up the mountainside, and you find a very large cavern, just natural formation into the side. Cyrus leads you inwards, pulling out what is essentially a quick torch and lights it up. Eventually leading over to a very strange hole in the ground. This is it, right here. You brought rope with you,
That's
right?
the entrance.
Yep.
I can ferry us up and down if need be.
I do, in fact, have rope, but
But some of us are prepared, yes. Not me, though. I don't think I have rope.
I
will take the alternative option to rope.
have a grappling hook. That's. Oh, I do have rope.
Yeah, I'm also gonna.
didn't think I'd get around to using this, but she says if she pulls the rope out of her fucking inventory.
Vanya's gonna hand her grappling hook to a set so we can use the intact rope because I don't think we trust the rope that I snipped up.
We're about to do a dungeon. I need to save my resources. I can't just rage and jump.
I wanted to so bad.
Just tank the
It's
fall
not that
damage.
deep.
How deep of a hole is it?
No. What if it's a portal situation, right? Like the momentum just stops once you hit the other side of the portal. So it's like a light drop.
I haven't
don't think
gone.
that's how that works.
I haven't
Alright,
gone down
one
into it,
express
so I
ticket to the
can't
bottom,
exactly say. The hole is also a bit too narrow for me to fly. Don't have the wingspan for it.
Is that going to be a problem for Ignatius?
Getting down? Yeah. If he can't unfurl his wings enough, you probably can't unfurl yours. Which also means these flying fiends probably crawled their way out of this hole.
Fucked.
Did you guys try putting a rock over the hole?
Fucked up. Anyway, yeah, Isid and Vanya are just gonna like make themselves an entrance to this place, I guess.
Yeah.
The grappling hook and the rope.
Yeah.
Use the rope and the grappling hook.
Yeah, to get the rope set up and drop down into the hole. Alright, well, I don't know how long this will take, but hopefully it doesn't take too long for you. If we don't see from you in a bit, when should we come check up on you?
2 days?
Sounds good.
2 days.
2 days? I will come
2
back
days.
in 48 hours.
I will send one of the birds if all's okay. If you don't get one, then something's gone wrong.
I bet you 5 gold we're going to forget to send a bird.
I will not.
10 gold.
15.
I'll take that.
All right,
Okay.
shake on it.
You guys really don't trust my memory?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I
Only can we go with 12 gold?
15.
Don't tell me you're broke.
I am broke.
I'll lend you some.
Remind me to sort everyone out once we get out of here. Anyway, let's go.
Hey, Ski,
Please. Yes,
do you have Featherfall?
I do not.
Oh.
You may have noticed that I haven't exactly had a need for a spell like that.
See, I can't cast that.
I'm gonna climb the rope. No.
Let's just make our way down.
I spent some months with a racist paramilitary group, and, you know, I didn't have money.
I'll lend you some if you need it.
It's fine. I just feel defensive as well.
I'm gonna
You don't
sort this
gotta
all
be.
out.
We're all friends here.
At this point, Isid is already climbing the rope down.
Yeah, Vanya's
She's
already
losing her
following
patience.
a set.
Good luck,
Charlotte is
Delvers.
going down slowly.
Cyrus just runs
firemanning
over to the
down that
edge
rope.
where you guys climbed up, sprouts his wings, and jumps off. Alright, so can I get at least a starting marching order? This is a narrow space.
Set.
Me,
Vanya.
Vanya, Charlotte.
Then I guess a ski.
I mean, we put the paladin at the bottom, you know, the biggest guy, but alright.
You took too long. We
Yeah, let's
started
just go
going
down.
down the hole.
You kept arguing with the others.
was not arguing. I was asserting facts.
Well, Aspen would have started moving when everyone else did, so.
Got it.
I wait my turn like a good dog.
Alright. Let me just make sure the Fog of War is reset. Very nice. Cool. Is everyone ready?
I was born
Ready when you are.
As I'm gonna be.
Do it.
Alrighty. Let's load the Vista of the Fiends.
Ooh, like the name.
I
Episode.
hope this has a nameplate or something, because I want to call that in character.
Where is... nope, that's not that. Trying to find the dungeon ambience. Give me 1 second. Ah, I literally called it Vista of the Fiends. There we go. Just looking under a different name. Alright. You descend down the rope and approach into a very narrow, twisting cavern that eventually leads you up towards a pair of double doors that have been knocked down. And you can see further ahead a flight of stairs leading further down into the mountain.
Do we
This is
see
very
that
definitely
ahead?
a hole.
Yeah, give me perception checks to see if you can identify what you're looking at.
Cool.
What the hell?
See,
Nope. I see nothing.
You guys see that?
I don't want to see
I
that.
love the Tony
I
Hawk voice.
accidentally
Y'all see
rolled.
something?
Accidentally rolled twice. Still 25.
Alright. Let's see.
Also, I was waiting for a nat 20 to pop off.
Alright. 20 with the 15 and above, you'll notice that there's two figures further down the corridor looking like they're standing guard. Set, you in particular can take note that these are very large humanoids, and they don't look like a normal humanoid shape necessarily. They're more bulky, a lot more shoulder width to them, and their head is just kind of not proportioned well with the rest of their body. It's very strange, but they are armored and armed, carrying halberds.
Regarding things of some kind up ahead.
How do we want to deal with them?
Good question.
I could try
I'll make
talking
them.
to them.
I don't think they'll listen.
We could fight them.
I speak their language.
All right.
I want to be honest with you,
You
Vanya. I
could
kind of
try
want
to
these
do it.
things to
Reason,
die.
but
If I could distract them so you all can get in closer without them instantly attacking us.
Precisely. I hardly expect that diplomacy is going to get us all the way through here, but it can at least give us an ambush.
Worst
if
happens,
we can
I
at least get the
stabbed
element of
along.
surprise, yes.
Just be ready to follow up. I'm gonna try. And yeah, I'm gonna attempt to walk up to them. kind of
Ignatius is gonna
placating hands.
shoulder his way to the front if no one minds.
Same. Front line is to the
Actually-
front.
Actually, I'm gonna go up more confident than like placating. Kind of not a swagger, but very much a like chin up, head forwards, hand resting on the rapier's hilt, Just walking up to them.
All right. You get closer.
Such a dumb idea.
It's an interesting one. It's not what I expected. You get closer, and you get a better look at these guys, and they are very strange.
Oh.
I love these guys.
Oh, I know those things.
And they both, like,
Oh.
stop and kind of, like, look
Guys look
down
funny.
towards you for a moment. And, you begin to hear a voice directly in your head, in Infernal, which you're able to understand. What you want, little imp?
I need to be taken further inside. Infernal.
Woof, you go in.
Guys, do we have a signal?
They fighting yet?
So, you are the guards, yes?
Yes, we
Gonna
guard
walk around them.
we guard the doors. They're just like
Are
turning
they
around to
following
follow
me?
you. Yeah, they're real dumb.
I don't know if the guys could see me at the end of the corridor. Everyone else but Iggy gets the now put in voice of speech. She's not wearing the mask down here.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do this as a little.
Ah, very nice.
The paladins outside are very scared of you both.
We do good jobs.
The
They know
template
come
isn't
in.
following me, but whatever.
I can tell.
I'm just gonna.
Are we doing stealth
move
checks
right.
now?
Step behind
Give me
Iggy.
1 second. Do you
Oh,
want me to
okay.
put this on you real quick?
Ah, my bad.
Let's see.
Vanya's just like bigging them up, basically, while everyone else sneaks into position.
Everybody enters the room with their weapons raised, but they're tiptoeing.
Okay. All right, it should be attached now, I think.
Excellent.
So we're gonna sneak past them.
Yes.
This is
We're just
like
gonna
the
sneak
Oh, I
past
thought we were
them.
gonna drop them.
No, we're dropping them.
Okay, great. So yeah, Vegas looks to Vanya like and cranes his head like, eh?
There's a nod while she's mid-sentence, like gassing these guys up.
All right.
I would
I will
like
do
to
the
take
honors.
the opportunity, if I may lead the charge with this, before Vegas gets in there.
Go
please.
for it. My arm is cocked back, but I'm not gonna swing until you go.
Hella.
Same for Ignatius.
To cast grease directly under their feet.
Oh lord.
Oh baby. That's so funny. This is so funny. I love that spell.
I would have liked some sort of advanced warning on the grease, but this is hilarious as hell.
Oh god.
All 4 of you just go to the ground or something. I don't know. I'm still waiting on the deck saves.
Oh,
I'm
baby,
trying-
you
yeah,
know
give
it.
me a prompt. 1 sec.
Wait, Ignatius can fly. Couldn't he just hover?
Iggy's a greasy boy.
You would
Shit.
Oh no.
be making a lot of
Oh,
noise
good
flying.
lord! Great work, team.
The,
Works
the
results.
Marigons
Don't
both
put-
saved.
No,
Don't you fucking dare put this on me.
This is neither of our fault.
great work,
I think
team.
it's.
Vanya could have
think-
made the dex roll. She could have made it. You could have done it with her.
I think Husky was in the right here. It's funnier this way.
Funnier.
The Marigons don't even notice the grease.
I know. It's
That's so funny.
Can we
Just,
stand
like,
back up?
Right,
quietly.
then y'all have the opportunity to stand back up.
Yeah, make stealth
we
checks
just
real
stand
quick
up?
for me, both Vegas and Ignatius.
Do we get
Plus
the bonus
10.
from
Yeah.
pass without?
We're gonna find out if these idiots notice you or not.
Could
It's
I,
strange. It's
uh,
not rolling with a. Hold on 1 sec.
Could I impose disadvantage by distracting them at all for their
True, the help
perception
action.
checks?
What would you get advantage for, Vegas?
No, I think it accidentally double rolled.
Okay. I see stealth check, so 20 and 27. You were both fine.
So just like quietly,
funny.
silent film style, clambering up each other, like dusting the grease off of our clothes.
Ignatius landed on his tail.
Vegas
Ooh.
bit his tongue. He's
Just kind of
crying.
slipping in place, but you like center yourself again.
Oh no, we ate shit. We had to spend movement for this.
Yeah, this was not like a dramatic save. Iggy's face hit the floor.
Like it was the clumsiest shit.
Vanya, this is just happening behind you. Both the Marigons are
Yeah.
focused on you. Did not hear this at all. Did not react to the grease.
Okay, Vegas taps Iggy on the shoulder and nods like, okay, this time, for real.
Well,
Wisdom save from Vanya not to laugh her ass off.
let's reward you for your skill. And let's just fucking attack these guys.
Go ahead and get your surprise round in.
Fuck him up. Yippee!
Is this at advantage for the surprise?
Yes. Especially for the people that are hidden.
Do I get turbo advantage because they're within 5 feet of each
There's
other?
no turbo advantage.
Ugh, but wouldn't it be
What the
funny
heck
if there
is turbo
were?
advantage?
I made it up.
Double rolled in case of nat 20 didn't get it. Oh well. Max
I'm gonna-
damage.
I'm gonna wait a moment for all these dice fly.
Oh, I didn't give my... Wait. We don't get advantage, do we? No, we do.
I just said
Yeah, you-
advantage because you're not. They don't know you're here.
Sorry, my apology.
Gonna-
I looked at Charlotte's roll and double-checked.
Gonna
Ah.
slap sneak attack. and
You're
then
fucking
that's
with
it.
me.
Wait, is this a full attack action?
It is a surprise round,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
it is
shit.
a round of combat.
Okay, so I get another one. Got it.
Oop, that didn't roll with advantage.
All right.
Against his better judgment, Ignatius is gonna bite one.
Ooh.
I don't know if I should inventive strike this early, should I?
You have one charge of
Yeah.
that. That's on a
You know-
long rest. There's two
Yeah.
guys here.
Just
Yeah, no thanks.
We just entered the dungeon. Save it for later.
Roll that again. 2d8.
What are you rolling again?
I got a crit.
Yeah, it's normally 1d8, and you would add it. It rolled the second d8.
It rolled the second d8. My apologies. I thought I would have to factor that in. But I would have to factor in the +1 damage bonus that everyone gets. That's a
You
lot
guys
of
are gonna
math.
have to add the +1s to your rolls when you're doing it, because it's gonna be way too much for me to track.
It does not let me just do that,
Hey,
unfortunately.
hang on, let's just count the number of successful hits. That's easy.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successful hits. So 7 extra.
I counted 9.
There shouldn't have been
Yeah.
9 attacks, should there? Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. So yeah, then 9.
All right.
9 extra damage, babe. Oh wait, that's not against one person, is it?
Yeah, no, it's split. You all were attacking different targets. Again, this is why I said it was very difficult for me to keep track of this.
Well,
It also, I think,
we'll just have to start checking it later.
yeah, I believe it applies to weapon attacks specifically.
Let me double check that.
Justice Mandate. No, it's just attack and damage rolls.
Attack and damage rolls.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think there was any rolls in there that missed that would have hit. Yeah, because they were very low. Okay.
I feel like we could have coordinated that a little better. I'm gonna level with you.
I am surprised this even worked.
Okay. Well, that was
Reese's
your initial surprise round. We're going to roll initiative now.
Yippee!
Not 20 on initiative. Watch this.
Please.
Close enough.
I'll roll a good initiative someday. Someday. Today is not that day.
Oh, right, I'm supposed to have.
It's okay. You'll roll good
did.
initiative in like the final boss, and it'll come in clutch. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
I have a +2 bonus to initiative. Did that automatically factor in? Yes, it did.
Yeah, that I fixed on your sheet. That should be working.
Jesus, and I still got an 8.
All right. Top of the round, Vegas.
Oh, baby. Okay, I'm gonna keep slapping this one. How's it looking, by the way, after that surprise round?
One of them is bloodied. The other one is injured.
Top bloodied, bottom injured? Yeah?
Yeah.
Other way around, I think.
Oh.
Oh, wow, really? Okay. I thought
Sick.
the
Yeah, you
bottom
all
one was
layered
bloody, three of us
into...
attacked that.
Actually, the bottom one is critical.
Oh, it's even better.
All right. Uh, 21 hits, 16 points damage.
17.
17, baby. Another one. Ah,
14 misses.
sure does. I'm gonna do the insistent strike. What was the die on that?
D4.
Thank you.
An extra 2 points of damage.
Yep. That's it.
Alright. Alright. Well. They spun around after being ambushed, trying to protect themselves from this sudden barrage, and is now going to start swinging out violently with their halberds. That's going to miss.
Ooh. Okay, wait. So I have a reaction for that.
Uh-huh.
Let me click that. Oh no, sorry. Sorry. I meant to click the riposte. If he misses an attack, I get to make a weapon attack on him and add my superiority dice if I hit.
Okay.
Roll that.
Okay, so roll the attack.
Yep.
That hits.
Sick.
So 11
So
damage
that's
plus the 2.
14.
Plus the
Plus 2
1
plus
from there.
Iggy's 1.
Okay.
Okay, that's that.
Alright. He's going to finish off his second attack. Miss. And then his third swing. That's a natural 19.
Ouch. What's a MIDI? Oh, I see. I just... do I do anything or do I just close this window?
Yeah, close the window or whatever, because it did not calculate the damage. It was an 8 plus 4, so 12. There we go. Okay, that's the end of his turn. Aspen.
Convenient corner. How damaged is this one looking?
That one is critical.
Cool. I'm not gonna bother with rage in this fight.
In fact, the other one is critical now as well.
This one is just not going to get a hit in at all.
Not likely.
Good.
8 points
Plus one,
damage.
so 9.
Plus 1. That's still up. Alright, this one goes down.
cast it.
Alright.
And in my turn.
Is that?
All right. That's giving you that longbow action.
Woof. 14 misses.
Even with +1?
Yep.
Well, shit.
That'll hit.
Really. Max damage.
Max damage.
Mocha. Attack.
Mocha. Hell.
And that's my turn.
All right.
+1 on both of those, I suppose, but yeah.
Yep.
Hella. Alright. I target. I shoot. I score.
That hits.
Okay, that's good. I was really I was really afraid that I was gonna miss there, and it was, all of that was gonna be
It swinged and it missed. And it fired and it missed.
there
And
you go.
12
Easy.
damage. That one goes down as well. Congratulations on your successful start encounter.
How long does
two-
pass without trace last for ESET?
It's an hour.
Yay!
I'm sure every combat will be just as easy in here.
Let's never
Yeah.
talk about this
Cast
fight
without-
ever again.
It's a bonding experience for us, Eggy.
I'm just gonna wipe off the rapier and just kind of look to the rest of the group. I'm surprised that actually worked.
What matters
I
don't
bit my lip.
anticipate that any of the higher ranking ones are going to be quite so easy to deceive.
They think I'm an imp, at least those little ones, so...
I mean, do we think that trick will work on everyone here?
Not a chance. But we can try it.
It's
I
worth
just
a
don't
shot,
want
I
Vanya
suppose.
walking into the room and then having the doors close behind her, and then the boss appears and we can't enter. That would suck, wouldn't it, Vanya?
That would be funny, though.
Oh my god.
Why do I feel like this is something that's already happened?
She just kind of
It's
winces.
memories from a past life. Don't worry about it.
moves to the door, and I'm gonna check to see if it's locked.
It is, in fact, locked.
Yo,
I'm gonna try and pick it.
Wow.
Wow. Alright.
I'm gonna see if these guys got like a key on them or anything.
Alright.
I don't think they'd be trusted with the key.
Give me investigation
I
check
have teeth.
Investigation. Oh, for a set.
for a set, and then sleight of hand for your lockpicking.
Rolling off of that 20.
25, you definitely get the lock popped open. They don't appear to be carrying any kind of key on them. They just have their halberds and their very funny looking masks.
Hmm.
Alright.
A set. Let's get Iggy or Vegas up with me.
Sure thing.
Can do. Alright, I have like 10 feet of vision, so I'm gonna move and I'm probably gonna step on someone.
You guys can
Yeah.
set torches, you know.
I did add a
You're
new
on top of
feature
me.
Let me lose.
recently called Torch, which allows you to light up a torch. I don't know how it works exactly.
You right
What-
click on your icon and there's a little fire thing in the top left.
I
Figured it
have
out,
light.
baby.
Ah.
Muffled screeching from underneath
Alright.
Iggy.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I thought you were just a particularly dark shadow.
Vegas, do you want your hat lit?
No.
Okay.
Let's keep the light away from me. Yeah?
Fair enough.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, go team.
Gonna try and peek now.
Also, while we
So I'm
have
gonna
a second,
Peek through the door. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I was just going to have a ski just because these masks that they're wearing look particularly odd and grotesque. I'm just going to have her swipe one of them if possible and just
No.
Absolutely.
keep it in her bag as a souvenir.
Absolutely.
Hella.
We're collecting masks in this party.
All right, taking a peek. Let me just double check something real quick. Okay. I'd ask you to roll stealth, but I feel like you're gonna roll really high anyways, so go ahead.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, 32. You're fine. Give me
Okay.
perception.
Yep.
Even within that one, she would have scored over a 20.
Yeah. Okay. So you take a peek. You open the door just enough to get a glance inside, and what you see ahead, the first thing you notice is a source of light. It appears to be some kind of campfire and several tents. Just beyond that, the more interesting object that lights up the room is a very large winged statue of a figure. And there is a small amount of running water cutting through it, leading further to the south. And you also see in the room as well 2 very large winged fiends with very large golden horns, who seem to be standing guard.
I'm gonna turn to the group. We're just gonna rush in this room. I don't think these guys will fall for it. They look
Yippee!
bigger. So, weapons up, get ready. I'm gonna kick the door in when you're ready. And then,
yeah.
Wait,
Just
hang
kick the
on.
door
I'm
in.
just trying to make sure that it. Can Vanya share the space with Iggy, or should we be moving people around?
You probably need to move back a bit and get Aspen.
Just
I
occupy,
think
to the
Charlotte
occupy
needs to
Locust
take like
space.
2 steps back. I'm
Charlotte,
not sure why
you're
you're in
good.
the front
That's
line.
good.
Aspen, move up.
There we go. That looks
Oh,
solid.
that's a Tetris.
Yeah, look at that.
Alright, door's opening.
All right. The door is open, and you see directly ahead of you the 2 large
Jesus.
fiends who take note and immediately roar out as the doors are opened.
That's gotta be a to be continued, right?
Yeah.
We will roll our initiative, and we will see
See
what
you all
happens.
next week.
Vanya's just gonna scream at them back.
Oh my god, we're getting 20s.
Everyone is
Fuck's
so ready for this one,
I
except
rolled
for
good,
Charlotte.
and then everybody else rolls higher than me anyway. I'm gonna cry.
I think I fought one of these guys in Anne Orlando.
I'm taking a
Oh.
vacation.
These are the
Badass.
fiends you see. They
Well-
are much more elegant looking and a lot more horrifying.
That
I'm
looks
sure this is fine.
barbaric.
And we will find out how that combat goes next week.
I'm gonna get disemboweled.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Welcome
Bye.
to your Fiend
Good
Dungeon.
night.
Yay,
See y'all
hell.
next week.
Yippee!
Hey, Duo, I just need to test some rolls real quick because
Uh-huh.
they added. It looks like the Beast World stuff has been updated, so I just need to test the facade
That's fine.
sneak attacks that. Because I made some updated ones that should just scale automatically for me, so I'm just gonna test those. So this should be a 4. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Ah! I didn't mean to do it twice. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
So my facade sneak attacks are all using the same coding as the facade sneak attack that they added recently. So I can delete my custom ones that I made.
Alrighty.
I just thought it would be handy to have actual elemental effects so I don't go, that's cold or that's fire. It's automatically going cold, fire, lightning
Yeah.
with the 3 buttons I made. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye!
Bye.
See you, Nate.